the dawn of a new day. Bring on
This is Williams. I see you. I see you on the F1, I think. Good evening. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy month of March. So I'm going to be sending to everyone to be part of our talk today.
Make you feel alright. Rainbow, the promise, the future, and life.
Yeah.
Let this light that's within me shine to the whole world.
Help share this love to your friends. I'm doing the same.
Dawn of a new day, bring understanding and love.
Oh, thank you, woman of purpose. Oh, that's you. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're good.
Inside, bringing hope and make you feel alright. Rainbow, the promise, the future, and life. Let the light that's within me shine to the whole world.
Yeah, you're good. It's good to see you today. Don't worry, we hope to finish in time today, hopefully. 2.5 hours, maybe. Fingers crossed. Thank you for sharing the live. Blessed, I see you. Thanks for joining. Please help share this live. I'm going to be starting in about 3 minutes. Just to give us time to share to all our friends. Happy Monday to you wherever you're joining from. I hope our day has been good so far. And I hope the month of March is good so far. We're matching in gradually. I can't believe it's day 3 already. Wow, it's amazing how the days are flying by. Emma, Elaine, I see you. Thanks for joining. I see you. Welcome. Thank you for liking the live. Oh, woman of purpose. Yeah. Exactly. More likes will attract more viewers, so we have to keep that up today. Please, guys. I see some people on the FY. It's good to have you, whether in-house or by the door. It's all good. Thank you. Thank you for that. Quite an interesting individual topic today. I see you, user 487. Thank you for joining. Yeah.
Let the light that's within me shine to the whole world. Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love. Oh,
I think this year is running, to be honest. I think it's just running. 2 months gone already. I hope we're on target with our New Year resolutions, all our plans. I hope we are on top of it. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. I hope we're not procrastinating. Even me, I'm asking myself, I've just noticed 1 or 2 things. God help us.
Shine to the whole world. Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love.
Thank you, woman of purpose. Mrs. Williams, I see you. I hope you'll be able to come in and talk today. This is a very crucial topic. It has to do with it. It has to do with me. It has to do with all of us as individuals, you know.
Bringing hope and make you feel alright.
Yes. yes, it's another day, another Monday. This is the day the Lord has made. And indeed, I am going to rejoice. In fact, I've been rejoicing and I'm glad in it. Despite, all the life's challenges, all the chaos, all the ups and downs, whatever situation, we just have to be, hopeful and be thankful that, God gave us the grace to see another day. And one thing for me, as I wake up to see another day in this land of the living, I'm always grateful. Seg, I see you. Thanks for joining. Please do me a favor. If you click on your screen for about 2 seconds, you will see automatically some names will pop up. Those names, just help press send to all of them. Let them be part of our talk today. Like I said, this topic today, on Mondays, we treat individual topics that has to do with me, that has to do with you as well. Maybe sometimes we do talk about it, with our friends, our colleagues. But here on Insight, we try to dig deeper because this topic today affects some people without even them realizing it. And some people, they might be victims of this topic today, or some people are the perpetrators. They deny other people of this. So we're going to be talking about it. And like I always say on Mondays, there's a whole lot of self-reflection we need to do. Self-reflect. Do you have dignity? Are you robbing somebody else of their dignity? So these are things we need to ponder on, because I don't want to be the reason why other persons or other people are miserable, or they are sad, or they feel undignified, maybe the way I've treated them. I wouldn't want people to treat me that way, so I wouldn't want to treat others that way. But how would you know if you don't even think about it? Think about that work environment. Think about school. Think about that business partner. Do you make them feel like they don't have dignity? Just because you bring all the financial, support to that business or whatever it is. So many aspects of dignity we are going to be looking at today, and that is our topic for today. What comes to mind when you think of dignity? I'm going to be breaking it down as usual to help us understand and see the perspective where I'm coming from, and this can broaden your mindset as well. Maybe you have other perspective to it that I may not cover today, but that's where you come in. Like I always say here on Insight, I learn from you, you learn from me, and together we pick the best bit and imbibe that into our daily living so that we can enjoy our lives as individuals. It's very crucial, because if I'm not happy, there's no point going to a relationship, because I'll make them not happy. Tendency is that might happen. I see you, Ify or Ifibes. I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Thank you so much, Mila, for Christ. Thank you and welcome. At this, Mila, you will not miss my talk today, so I'm just about starting. Help send to all your friends, because I'm starting soon. You don't want them to miss this crucial talk today. How does it affect you? How does it affect me? How does it affect us as individuals, as people in the community, as people in a nation? Topic today is dignity here on Insight with FunmiRoyal. Once again, good evening or good day to you wherever you're joining from. Thank you so much for joining. I hope we're having a wonderful March. The month of March, so far so good. Here in the UK, it's cold and sunny at the same time. I remember growing up as a child, they say if it's raining and it's sunny at the same time, lions are having babies. But today I was thinking to myself, when I was at work, I'm like, it's sunny and it's cold at the same time. I don't know, maybe it's the polar bear having babies, this one. Everybody started laughing. I said, well, it's just a thought. Anyways, I'm going to go into the topic today. Buki, I see you. Thanks for joining. Please help share this live to your friends. Let them be part of our special talk today. I'm going to say this because I might forget. Woman of Purpose, please remind me or help me to remember when I'm rounding up that I will not be here on Thursday, unfortunately, because I've got a big annual program in my local church. So we're starting on Thursday, actually. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4-day annual convention. I cannot afford to miss that. But I'm going to miss you guys. So that's why I'm here today. Like, let's do this today, and then the next time I'll come on is next week Monday, and they will come Thursday. And guess what, guys? Let me clap for this one. Thank you. You will not believe, even me, I was telling my husband, and I said, yesterday actually, I said, can you imagine next month, April, inside is going to be 1 year. Oh my goodness. Because I remember starting in the first week of April last year, and I cannot believe we're 1 year old already. That means we should be crawling, almost running now. Imagine a 1 year old baby. Oh my goodness. Yay. Oh, thank you, woman of purpose. Thank you. I can't even believe it. It felt like yesterday I was starting, and I had to go back to the earlier days videos. I saw me still fidgety a bit. Should I say this? Should I not say that? It was, I feel grateful, really thankful to God for the grace, like 1 whole year. Mondays, Thursdays coming in and out, and I had to actually check to see how many days did I not come on, maybe due to Wi-Fi problems or logistic problems, and I think I could only count about three lives that I missed. So imagine, we have done well. Thank you. Thank God for the grace as well, because some days I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm like, but people will be waiting. Where is FunmiRoyal? I'm like, okay, let's just powder our face and sit and get ready and all that. So yeah, I feel so good, and I feel proud of myself. This is self, what is it now? Is it gratification? Praise, appraisal or something? I don't know. The English fail me now. Anyways, let's go into the topic. One of purpose, I think you know what I'm trying to say, so please help me put there, because this season we're talking about self-care, really. And then we're looking at this topic, dignity, dignified, dignity. What other word? Dignification. Is there a word like that? I don't know. Okay, let's not push it. Okay, I'm gonna go into the talk, and guys, take notes if you must. Look at where Funmi hasn't said much about. And Ernestina, I see you. Thanks for joining us. Maybe I may not cover all aspects, like I always say, and that's where you come in to fill in the gaps. So let's go into this word today. Let's kind of introduce the topic so we have a better understanding. So dignity is a very fundamental aspect of human life. It determines our sense of self-worth, our respect and honor. So it is a recognition that every person has an intrinsic value, regardless of their background, regardless of their status, regardless of their circumstances, regardless of their skin color, regardless of their gender. So dignity shapes the way we treat ourselves and other people, influencing our interactions, decisions, and relationships altogether. Angie, I see you. Thanks for joining. Please help share this live. Share to your friends. And guys, let's keep tapping. It says the more we tap, the more others would even join us, because they were wondering, why is there so much like on this live? Let's go see what's happening. And then they come to Insight and they get hooked, because we're talking about issues that affects every single person. And they might just be interested and they stay on. So please, if you come in, let's just keep tapping. And I really, really appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Woman of Purpose, you're doing a good job. Thank you. So let us talk more. And I'm going to be breaking the topic down. Today's topic is dignity. We're going to look at the meaning of dignity. We're going to look at the importance of dignity in personal life, in relationships, in the society at large. We're going to look at the challenges to dignity, because otherwise we won't be here talking about it. Of course, there are challenges that that dignity face in our lives, so you know. And then we'll look at how to uphold dignity in our daily living. And for me as a believer, I'm going to bring some biblical and moral perspective on dignity as well. So you don't want to miss this. I'm going to be breaking it down as much as possible, God helping me. So let's understand dignity. Let's understand dignity, or from what perspective I'm looking at it. So dignity refers to the inherent worth and respect that every human being deserves. Every human being deserves. We human, we even give some sort of dignity to some set of animals, but we find it hard to give to other human beings. Can you imagine that? Anyway, food for thought. Dignity is not something that can be earned or taken away. It is a fundamental part of our existence. God has created us with dignity. But we know this world, people come into the world, they form good habits, bad habits, they treat people with dignity, and sometimes they don't treat people with dignity, all sorts, you know. So if these things are learned or are being taught, we can relearn and we teach ourselves to dignify ourselves or to have dignity for other people or to treat them with dignity. So I'm going to be mentioning this word quite a number today. I wish I get a rose for every time I mention dignity. I think my box will be full today. So we're going to be looking at this aspect, the types of dignity, as I want to call it. There's so many types, but I had to just limit it because of our talk today so that it's not too lengthy. So I'm going to look at the 3 types of dignity that I want to mention. There are other types, like I said, and you can come in and share that with us. So I'm looking at the inherent dignity. This is a dignity that comes simply from being human. You're human, you were born on earth, you are dignified, you have dignity. So everyone is created with value and should remain or should be treated with respect. Whether a child, a teenager, an adult, whatever, everybody deserves respect. Everybody deserves to be treated, you know, with some sort of dignity. So that's the inherent dignity. Another type I'm going to mention is the personal dignity. So the personal one involves self-respect, the way we perceive our own worth. If I don't respect myself, tendency is people around me will not respect me. So how are you treating yourself? Do you know your own worth, your self-worth, or you're waiting for people or other people to what's the word now, to define your own self-worth? Trust me, they might not do justice to it. So do you have some self-worth? Do you have personal dignity? Or you just live life anyhow, and then people are treating you anyhow, and you're wondering. Omo baby, I see you. Thanks for joining. Melissa, I see you. Thanks for joining. So the third one I'll mention briefly is the social dignity. Social dignity, this refers to the way society treats individuals, ensuring that rights, justice, and there's equality for all. These ones are upheld. So we have the social dignity. Like I said, there's so many others, but I just mentioned those 3 so that, you know, we can move on swiftly. So let's look at the characteristics of dignity. Sharon, I see you. Thanks for joining in. The characteristics of dignity, the first one I'll look at, of course, is respect. Remember on Monday, we discussed topics that has to do with individual persons or personalities. So today we're looking at dignity. I'm a person, I'm an individual. Do I have dignity? Do people treat me with dignity or respect? So, like I said, characteristics, there's respect. A dignified person treats others with kindness and fairness because they also want to be treated as such. So imagine people around you, they're not kind to you or they're not being fair to you. I best check me first. Maybe I'm not kind to people. Maybe I'm not being fair to other people. And that's why I get that back in return so many times. Self-reflection. Again, another characteristic is self-worth. I've mentioned that briefly. Recognizing and valuing oneself. Do you acknowledge who you are? Do you value yourself? Or you don't value yourself, you're expecting other people to come and value you? And they're wondering, you know, and you're also wondering, why are they not treating you with value? Perhaps you haven't led by example. So self-worth is another characteristic of dignity. Another one is honor. Carrying oneself with integrity and humility. Adebenga, thank you so much. Do you carry yourself with integrity? Do you carry yourself with humility? Or you're just so proud and arrogant and pompous, and people just, it's because you're my boss. If not, I would not have no honor whatsoever for you. Imagine. Good evening, Debbie Gazem. I hope you are good. Please stay today so that you can hear, and I trust anyway. Elder Debbie, you always bring good insight. Thank you, woman of purpose. I think we got thank you guys as you're coming in. Let's keep tapping, and this will attract other people as well. Oh, thank you so much. Those following me, I'm going to look for you after my live and follow you right back. So thank you so much. Thank you. I see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I see you. So the last aspect of the characteristics I'm going to mention is the compassion. It's an attribute of dignity, treating others with care no matter their situation. Fidelity, I see you. Treating people with care no matter their situation. Don't feel you are above somebody today and you treat them anyhow, you disrespect them, you don't even have any ounce of compassion for them. Tides change, tides turn. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You might just need the care of these people in the future. So it's always good to have a bit of compassion for other people. Treat them with care no matter their situation. And remember, this situation is for a season. Season come, season go. So let's be mindful how we treat other people. So now I want to dig deeper into this topic. Let us look at the importance of dignity. Importance of dignity. You have the personal life. It's very important because it helps in building self-confidence and self-respect. It encourages personal growth and responsibility. When you're a person of dignity, you know that it's very important. You're growing by the day and people can see that you're responsible, you take accountability for things. That means you have dignity because you don't want people to wash you down. You don't want people to look down on you. So in your personal life, how do you show that you have dignity? You protect yourself against self-doubt and low self-esteem. Even if you're struggling with low self-esteem, don't write it on your forehead. Don't let people see, because everybody's still growing, everybody's still building, developing themselves. So you may not have attained that level of self-esteem you want to, or you want to get to, but keep working at it. Because, this is you. You have to work on you. And another reason why dignity is important is if you look at the relationship aspect. It strengthens marriages, it strengthens friendships and families through mutual respect. Everybody respecting one another. In your family, you might be the middle child, you might be the oldest, you might be the youngest, but everybody respects everybody regardless of their age or their position in the family. And some friends, you might say, oh, I've been friends with this person forever, but because I'm 10 years older, you just treat them anyhow, you wash them down. Sometimes you make them feel like they don't deserve to be dignified in their, maybe what they've done or whatever it is. So you have to be mindful. Dignity in your marriage, in your friendship, within the family. How is that like in your relationship with other people? And again, when you have dignity, it kind of prevents abuse. It prevents people exploiting you anyhow, and it kind of prevents people manipulating you because you're a person of dignity. You respect yourself, you have boundaries and all of that. And people, when you put that in place and you stand by it, other people will see it and they find it hard to abuse you or to treat you anyhow. And of course, it creates a culture of trust and understanding. If I see, this person has dignity, I might just be able to trust them and, give them the respect they deserve. So let's look at another aspect, society. We've talked about dignity within yourself, in your family, in relationships and all that. Let's look at it in the community. Okay, I see all the elders are acknowledging one another. That's very good. We're very respectful here on Inside. Thank you, guys. Please help keep tapping so that other people can join in as well. And you can please help share. Click down on your screen for about 2 seconds. Some names will pop up automatically. Just click send to all of them. Let them be part of this talk today. So in terms of the society, when you have dignity, it kind of helps the foundation of human rights and justice, because the society also respect the fact that people have dignity, and they have to protect their dignity. So they bring these human rights laws, justice for all, and things like that. And of course, it promotes equality in the society, inclusion, and fairness. So even the society treats people with fairness. They include people regardless of their race, their culture, and all of that. There's equality in the land. And again, it encourages a society where people are valued for who they are and not just what they can contribute. Like I said, we don't look down on anybody. Somebody might be an apprentice today and they become a professional tomorrow. But when they were apprentice, you look at them without dignity, you feel, ugh, they will amount to nothing, or you don't respect them and all that. And one day they become that professional whose help you will need. Imagine they look at you like you're needing my help. You know, they don't respect you and all. One good turn deserves another. One bad turn just might deserve another. So let's be mindful how we dignify ourselves and other people in our society. So let us look at the challenges to dignity. There are many challenges, guys, so many. I'm going to mention as many as I can. I'm mindful of the time as well, so that we all can come up and talk some more about this. And if you feel, oh, I don't have any problem, yeah, it's okay. Maybe not today, it might be tomorrow, so you best listen and know how to deal with it when the time arises. So it's better to be equipped for a thing than not to have an idea at all. You will really struggle. So, challenges to dignity. Many factors in life can threaten personal and social dignity. I'm going to mention them. The first is disrespect and discrimination. Racism, sexism, and classism diminishes human dignity. Some people feel because you don't, they look at you, they size you up and down, they feel you're not dignified to belong to this class of the society. Says who? Hello? You're breathing the same air I'm breathing. Who gives you the right? Because of what? No, we shouldn't treat people like that. But you and I know in the society there's class. There's racism, you know, everywhere you go, almost every nation. You know, sometimes even we feel we're the victim. Even sometimes we are racist ourselves. You know what I mean? Let's code it so that at least you get it. And again, when you're talking about disrespect and discrimination, unkind words and actions can damage a person's self-worth. So let's be mindful how we treat others, even if you feel this person is different from you. Do you know that in the same culture, some people still claim they're not the same? Oh, these people come from the south side, I came from the north side, or the west or whatever, and they're discriminating against one another, even though they're from the same country or continent or nation or whatever. It's amazing how we treat one another sometimes. But we need to be mindful, we need to be respectful, so that everybody does not feel their self-worth is damaged. So the UK is the world leader of class and subtle racism. Well, if you say so, thank you for dropping that. I hope you are good. Please go and chop all the choppables now. Chop it now, so that when you come into the box, you will not say, no, I'm just kidding. Don't No, but maybe because you live in the UK and you hear all this news and all, I bet it's everywhere, to be honest with you. Augusta, Elder for Life, yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing. You say subtle. Some places are not. I remembered once upon a time, there's this particular nation I lived in, and, you know, you would think they were friendly. Well, some of them were extremely friendly, in fact, extremely friendly, and some were extremely racist. I remembered one time we moved to this particular neighborhood, and then as I gathered, it's like, how many? Quite a number, maybe about 25 houses. So it was like an estate. And then we slept and woke up overnight. We came out to go about our business, and there was eggs. They had stoned the house, the cars with eggs. And I'm like, this is an act of racism. And then the neighbor to our left side said, when they came out, they saw that they were so ashamed of their people. And they said, you know what? I'll suggest to go and report to the police. We're like, no, it's okay. They said, no, I would suggest go report to the police, because if you don't report and they try to, you know, curb that, it might be something else the next day. We might wake up and they've smashed our front window or something. They have masterclass of subtle racism. Okay, if you say so, Leslie. So it was a concern for us because we were not expecting that. We've lived in the land for about 5-6 years, never experienced anything like that. But because we moved to a different community and we experienced that, so we had to go to the police. And the police was apologizing on behalf of his people. And it was like, oh no, he can't believe in this day and age, they're still throwing eggs and all. So, you know, it was it was in a small village as well. And I don't know how he dealt with it, but he said, don't worry, words have gone out that would be the first and last time that would happen. And we had to take his word for it. And truly, it never happened again. So I guess, you know, you have to speak up when people make you feel you're not dignified for living in a particular community. It's not right. It's not right. As long as you're legally allowed to live anywhere, you have the freedom to do so. And don't let the people of the land discriminate against you. And you just keep saying, okay, let me mind myself. You don't know, they might harm you when you don't speak up. So be mindful, be respectful to other people, even if they're different to you. Another challenge to dignity is oppression and injustice, just like, you know, partly what I've said. Political oppression sometimes, unfair laws, because this is not your land, you have come to live here, they look at you like an alien and they treat you like aliens. There's certain things you're not entitled to because you were not born in this land and all of that, you know. They just make you lose some sort of dignity, you know. And again, oppression and justice and corruption, they deny people of their dignity just because they're living in a land that is not their original land where they came from or where they come from, so to say. So oppression and injustice is definitely a challenge to dignity. Forced labor, human trafficking, and poverty strip people of their basic rights. Some people, because they're in another man's land, they don't know their right from their left, they don't know their fundamental human rights, and people take advantage of them. Some even get this job, they work so hard and they're not even paid the minimum wage. They're being exploited because they feel, oh, why should I dignify you by paying you an X amount of, you know, all sorts. But I know we're not like that. But even if we are, today's the last day we'll treat people like that. Again, personal choices and behavior. So engaging in harmful habits, e.g. addiction, dishonesty, can damage one's dignity. After a while, people will not have any ounce of dignity for you whatsoever because your words are always dishonest. You are addicted to certain things and you're in denial of it, and they try to help you and all of that. You guys, it's like you're having another insight. On the chat screen here, I can see Trump wants to take the US back to 60-70 years in the past. Oh, well, is that making people lose their dignity? Maybe. Then again, in terms of personal choices and behavior, associating with negative influences can lead to a loss of self-respect. Because the people you associate with, they don't have any ounce of respect. They talk to people anyhow. They treat people anyhow. And these are the people you're associating with. In no time, you're gonna be disrespected as well. You will not have any ounce of dignity. And then when you now want to talk, they'll be like, oh, just get out. What's changed? What's different now? Kind of a thing. So make sure you stand your ground so that people don't trample on you anyhow. And again, refusing to set boundaries can allow others to mistreat you. If you don't set boundaries, protect your dignity. Don't let people take it off of you. You know, if you feel like they're treating you funny, they're not treating you with respect and all of that, check. Have you put boundaries in place? What boundaries have you put in place? Because you might have to review that boundary if they are treating you this way. So be mindful. Another challenge is difficult circumstances. Yeah. Poverty and homelessness can make people feel invincible, can make people feel they've lost their dignity. People who find themselves maybe sleeping on the street, sleeping rough, or, you know, needing other people to help them out. Such people might feel undignified and they feel, well, if people treat me like this or they disrespect me is because of my situation. So sometimes some difficult situation can make people lose their dignity. Failures and mistakes can lead to shame and damage one's sense of worth, damages your dignity because you failed in a particular thing. But like I always say here, don't let that failure in that one thing define your entire human life. Please, it's just part of it, part of the journey. Shake it off. At some point you have to shake it off and move on. So even in difficult situations, dignity should never be lost. Have your pride, have your dignity. It is very important to uphold personal and social dignity despite challenges that we may face. So let's look at how to uphold dignity in our daily life. This is crucial. Like I said, we need to self-reflect. Yetunde, I see you. Thank you. Kwame, thanks for joining. Tony Frank, I see you. Thank you guys for joining in. Please help share this live. Let your friends, yourself be part of this crucial talk. So let's look at how to uphold dignity in our daily life. First is self-dignity, respecting yourself. Do you respect yourself? Guys, this is very crucial. Like I said, the way you treat yourself, sometimes people will see and they will accord you the same. And if you disrespect yourself, the way you behave, things you do, people will treat you anyhow as well. Thank you, Leslie, for the heart. So if you don't want that, it's the flame heart. Thank you so much for that. I tell you, respect yourself, self-dignity. That's number one thing, because that's what people will see and they will treat you as such. I remember there was a particular team some time ago I joined, and people started complaining, even this new person, because I was relatively new, and they felt, oh, even this new person, they're treating with respect. Is it because we've been here for so long, they're disrespecting us and all? So they're trying to tell me that, hey, because you're new, maybe that's how they're respecting you. With time, they will disrespect you. And it's been so many years after, at least I haven't seen the disrespect. I'm like, it's the way you carry yourself. It's the way you treat yourself. People will treat you. I, for one, I don't like to disrespect anyone. Even a child, like I say, I treat them with respect because they have their own rights, whether they're children or adults or young adults or whatever. And I want the same back in return. Anytime I notice someone disrespect me, I will not go about, I face them. Like, I notice that. And you know what? Apart from you being like, people will see you as someone who is disrespectful or something. So be mindful. Apologies are not, and that was the end of it. So even if someone disrespects you, don't just assume they've been gunning for you. No, talk to them. I don't like the way you address me. I don't like what you said about me or to me or whatever it is. Address it on, because that way you're respecting yourself. You're not disrespecting yourself even in the midst of that. So know your worth. You are valuable no matter what others say or think about you. No matter the error in life you've made, no matter the mistake, no matter the shortcomings, you are still a person of dignity. We err, fine, no doubt about that. That doesn't mean we should lose our dignity just because of that. So know your worth. Set boundaries, like I've said. Do not allow others to mistreat you or manipulate you just because they feel you're not up to standard or, whatever it is. Thank you, guys. Oh my God, we're taking the likes up. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And again, if you want to uphold dignity in your daily living, you also have to live with integrity. You have to live with integrity. You have to be an honest person, a kind person. Be responsible in all your actions. Okay, because like I said, otherwise people will take you for granted and treat you anyhow. And again, take care of yourself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, take care of yourself. Some people, they will dress so fine, they will look so smart and all. By the time you start talking with them, you're like, this person, in fact, they don't have any ounce of dignity, and the things they say, they've just lost respect. So let's be mindful that we take care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally as well. And guys, one thing that helps you to keep that dignity, to help you uphold that dignity, is forgiving yourself. Let go of past mistakes and keep moving forward. Because sometimes, of course, when you do, especially if it's a very grievous mistake we've made, we cannot lose dignity. I get it. But for how long? forever? No. Forgive yourself. Move on from your past mistake. Move forward, because mistakes were meant to learn from them, grow. They become part of the experience of things we'll never do again, or things we'll never go back to again. So again, respecting others' dignity. How do you respect people's dignity? Think about it for a second. Was this something you even think about? I don't know. So let's see how respecting others' dignity come to play. Treat everyone with kindness. I've said this over and over again today. No matter their background, no matter their status, no matter the culture they come from. You know, imagine people from Africa still saying, oh, you are this are that, and they're still classifying themselves. All of you, whether you're Nigerian or Ghanaian or whatever, you are African. Whether you like it or not, there's nothing you can do about it. So you all belong to the same place. Stop putting a hierarchy or whatever in there. No. They say, Nigeria is the bomb. Ghana is the bomb. Competition and all of that. We're just undignifying. We're not dignifying ourselves. Certain statements I hear and I'm like, please get over that already. So treat everyone with kindness. Listen to other people. Show them that their voice matters. Because you want to be heard. You want to be respected. You have to accord the same to other people as well. So respecting other people's dignity, this is how to do it. Show them that their voice matters as well. Don't look down on anyone. Don't trample on anyone just because you feel you're up there. No, please. This is not a way to help each other live in a better world, a better society. Again, speak words of encouragement. Guys, I'll give you another alternative to help somebody, uphold their dignity. If you cannot encourage somebody, please do not discourage them. I'm borrowing this from Leslie. I'm coining it out from your statement that even if I can't make my wife happy, let me not be the cause of her sadness. So if you know you cannot encourage somebody, please do not be the reason why they're feeling discouraged. So uplift rather than tear down. You don't want to be torn down. Why are you tearing somebody else down? Why are you stripping them of their dignity? Let's be mindful and again fight against injustice. Stand for what is right for yourself, for what is right for other people as well. This is a way we can, respect other people's dignity. Another is show compassion. Help those who are struggling without judgment. Like I said, 8:13, good evening, good to see you. You never can tell. Times change, seasons change. Thank you for the heart, me. You don't know whose help you're going to be needing tomorrow. Imagine somebody you have trampled on, you have disrespected, you have called them names, you have been racist to them and all of that. And then one day you just find out that even if it's not you, might be your child needing their help, So let's be mindful. Hey. God will help us. Anyway, so how do we promote dignity in our society? Because look, when I do that, you do that, your neighbor does that, you teach your children to do that, and then we go out in the community, there might just be some sort of dignity in terms of human rights in the society. Why did the government have to bring all this law, justice and all of that? It's because people are not nice to one another sometimes. People do not dignify each other all the time. And that's why there's chaos in the land. And the government had to bring some sort of rules, some sort of law to help us, at least treat each other with some sort of dignity. Because otherwise the prisons would be empty, so to say. But you and I know how it rolls. So promoting dignity in the society, support laws and policies that protect human rights. That's the farthest you can do, or the most you can do. Speak up against injustice, against discrimination and exploitation. I'm not saying go and be joining gangs and be disrupting the society. That's not what I'm talking about here. But in as much as it lies with me, as much as it lies with you, speak up against injustice wherever you deem fit. Serve the community by helping the less privileged. Some time ago, I used to go with a group, who go and give soups, like this soup in the community to the people sleeping rough or the homeless people, and all sort of, they come. Every time I engage in that, I always come back home with tears, because it's like, I can't imagine those days in uni. You have to get to class early in the morning. By the time I come off train station, and I just see this homeless person, and because we carry cards, not cash, I always feel bad. Like, so this person in this cold has slept here overnight. I just feel like, my God, how can you help? That's why I volunteer every week. Whatever you have, whatever your hobbies are, check in your community. How can you help the less privileged in your community? Sometimes it's not like about money. It could just be your service you're giving. It could just be something that is not even costing you as such. Those clothes items, you never wear them. Just give it to the less privileged in your community. Let them feel somebody is being compassionate towards them. It's very important. Oh, my sister, you take me back to the days of homeless outreach, appreciation, and yeah, I know. It's amazing. Sometimes you feel you have issues in your life. By the time you engage in certain things in your community, honestly, you'll be moved to tears to know that you're really enjoying life. And I'm grateful to God. Don't get me wrong. But it's just that sometimes when we moan and groan, oh, this and that, you find out that other people are even struggling way more than yourself. So when we uphold dignity in our personal lives, our relationships, and society, we contribute to a more just and compassionate world. It goes round, these things go round, and that's why you always have charity organizations here and there. I was a college and university student then. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, you're remembering. So those are the things you have given to your community in past times, and who knows what else you're going to engage in the nearest future. So these things are very crucial, and I cannot go today without going to my Bible, guys. This one I had to bring it. So I'm going to look briefly about the biblical and the moral perspective on dignity. Dignity in creation. I mean, guys, God has created every single one with dignity. Genesis 1:27, it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. This means every human being is created in God's image and has inherent worth. Everybody's worthy. We have been created with worth. But we human beings, due to one reason or another, we try to strip people of their worth, of their dignity. To what end? I don't know. Is it jealousy? Is it I don't know. I don't know, for whatever reason. So if God has created me with worth, with dignity, why would I allow people, society, family, or whoever to strip me off of that? No. And again, treating others with dignity is very crucial. If you look at Matthew 7:12, it says, therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, whatever you want man to do to you, do also to them. For this is the law and the prophets. This is the law. So, in other words, Jesus was talking about how to treat others with respect and fairness. Do unto others as you wish them do unto you. It's as simple as that. You're hurting, harming, manipulating, and doing all of that. One day, you're going to have accumulation of that. And where would that leave you? Yeah. And enviness? Miller for Christ. I don't know. Is it enviness? Envy? Maybe. Maybe envy will make people treat people without respect and fairness. Maybe. I don't know. There's so many reasons people do certain things I may never understand sometimes. Again, there's dignity in serving others. I've mentioned that briefly. Philippians 2 verse 2 and 3 to 4. Philippians 2, 3 to 4 says that let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than himself. When you're doing to others or you give compassion to other people, tendency is you will receive compassion back in return. Not necessarily to the same people. It could be from others you don't even know. It could be from a stranger. Whatever we sow is what we're going to reap. So be mindful. How are you treating people? Are you treating them with dignity or undignified? Be mindful, because whatever you're dishing out might just be dished back to you. So true dignity is not about seeking power, but serving others with humility. Jesus was a servant leader. He was a servant and a leader at the same time. He was very humble. Imagine him washing the feet of his disciples. Say, after I'm the boss here, why? You people should gather around. All of you must wash my feet, not the other way around. He showed good example. He dignified his disciples so that they can feel part of that community. Imagine if he treated them with disrespect and all of that. I don't think more disciples will even follow. I don't think we'll be hearing the gospel today. So thank God for that. He led by good example. Let us treat people with dignity so they can treat us back in return. And again, dignity in difficult times. I get it. Times may be hard, and sometimes people may feel, I've suffered this, I was humiliated, I was disrespected, so everywhere I go, I'm going to dish out disrespect, I'm going to dish out humility and all. Too wrong does not make it right. You know that. Romans 8:37 says, yet in all these things we were more than conquerors through him who loved us. Conquer that. Somebody disrespected you, get over it and be determined that no, from today, despite this person disrespected me, I'm going to show respect to people. I'm going to treat people with dignity, even though I was robbed off of it. A good mindset will bring goodness your way, will bring positivity your way. So be mindful. Don't do eye for an eye. Gone are those days. Be mindful what you dish out. So even in that difficult times, don't lose your dignity and don't disrespect other people as well. In hardship, our dignity remains because our worth is in God. You may have disrespected me, but what does God say about me? Who does God say I am? He has created me with dignity. I am unique in my own. So whatever it is you've dished out to me, don't even think about it. I'm going to lose dignity for myself. Why? So I'm going to be rounding up, guys, so that you can come in, send an invite, and we'll talk some more about this. The role dignity plays in individual lives, in personal lives, in the society, in our friendship, family, and all of that. Let's break it down some more so that in case we have been the one that has been so disrespectful and all of that, we can change our ways and live a better life. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Thank you. So in conclusion, dignity is a sacred and unchangeable value that every human possesses. As I say, whether man, woman, boy, girl, young adults, old adults, whatever, every human possesses that, and nothing should change that, because that is how God created us. Dignified, dignity. It is reflected in the way we treat ourselves and other people. So upholding dignity is essential for personal growth, strong relationships, and a just society. So it's not just me dealing with individuals now, because you're going to consider the society at large. Human beings, individuals form the society. So if you're so disrespectful, I'm so disrespectful and all of that, and we all disrespectful people go out into the community, there is so much disrespect in the land. You know, so you picture that. Think about it for a second, okay? In case you didn't join in from when I started, I'm just going to quickly do a recap, what to take home, in this talk today. And I'm waiting earnestly to hear from us as well. Dignity is inherent. Everyone deserves respect, whether a child, an adult. Again, personal dignity matters. Self-worth and integrity go hand in hand. You cannot separate that. And again, respecting others' dignity, it kind of strengthens relationships as well. If I respect you, of course, we will last in that. If you're the type that when I think of you, I just think this person is so disrespectful, I can't stand them, I don't think that friendship will even last. The brain, I see you. Thanks for joining. Princess Gloria, I see you. And again, society thrives when dignity is upheld. And that's just the truth. So justice and compassion create a better world. And again, lastly, to take home is God calls us to honor and uplift one another. Are we imbibing this nature of God? Bumi, I see you. Are we imbibing that? Are we honoring one another? Are we uplifting one another? or we're so disrespectful to one another. We're tearing each other down and putting people in some classes, and treating people with okay. I want to believe we're not like that here on Inside. So may we all strive to live with dignity and help others recognize their worth. If you cannot help someone recognize their worth, do not be the one taking away their worth. It's very important. It's very important. And when we do, we reflect the love, the grace, and justice of God in our lives and the world around us. Why do we do this talk? So that we can live better. We can be better individuals in our day-to-day dealings with people, because no man is an island. Even if you're an introvert, you still have to mingle with some people, whether at work or your family members. You cannot run away. They will chase you or look for you or something. So in it all, guys, let us choose to walk with dignity every single day, every single moment, every single opportunity that we get. Let us choose to walk with dignity every day. That is my talk for today. And one question I just want to ask us, because I might be right, I might be wrong, I don't know, but at least you've seen my perspective on this topic today. Thank you guys for joining, and thank you for all your comments. I couldn't read all of them, but I see you guys are engaging. Thank you so much for that. Let's keep tapping, guys. We can do this. So the question after this talk is, should dignity be a measured value that we assign to ourselves and others? Should it be a measured value that we assign to ourselves or others? Guys, thank you so much for listening.
Shine to the whole world, Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love. Oh, inside.
So I have finished giving my talk, and I mean, if you're just joining, you're still welcome. Even if you think, oh, you haven't heard some of it or you heard part of it. Should dignity be a measured value? Like you measure, maybe it's only 1 ounce of dignity I'm going to give you. Oh, this person looks high class. I'll give them 2 ounces of dignity. Or thank you for the heart, me Grace. Thank you so much. Or, should dignity be a measured value that we assign to ourselves or to other people? That is my question for today. So guys, send an invite. Let's talk some more about this. Do you feel dignified in your community? Do you feel dignified as a friend, as a family member? Do you feel dignified within yourself as well? Or some things have happened that you've lost your dignity and you're struggling to get it back and all of that. Let's talk about it here on Inside. So I don't know who we have here. Let's see. We're going to be bringing us up and we'll talk some more about this because it's very crucial. If you think it has nothing to do with your personal life, look at the society, look at your friends, your colleagues. Do they disrespect you, or do they, give you that respect that you deserve, or what? How do they treat you? How do you treat people as well? Let's take a look. Oh, I see. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mila. Good evening, Lana. Okay, it's come up. This thing always gives me issues. I hope our day has been good. Happy March to everyone.
Happy March.
Welcome. Woman of
You're
God,
good.
you came in so early today. Yay!
Hey, yeah, I said that. I have to make. I'm feeling better, so let me come in. Yes.
Thank God for that.
Yes. Wow, it's funny because when I first saw the topic, I said, this topic now, it's just normal because it's something that for me I don't need to think about because it's innate in me to value everybody. As much as I value myself, I value everybody. And for me, it's like I give everybody the respect and worth that is, that they deserve. And if they show me that they're disrespectful, either to themselves or to me, then I have to put my boundaries up and I have to protect myself. And
So
to
do
do
you
that, I just let them know
them
that,
in
I don't
return?
appreciate how they are
So when
responding.
women of purpose, if somebody disrespects you, do you disrespect them back?
No, you have to, you don't go low, you have to go up.
Okay.
But you have to let them know where the problem is. I don't believe in just walking away. On maybe not. Sometimes you have to walk away because if you don't walk away, it might get heated. So some disrespect, I think you have to walk away because maybe that environment that you're in is not the correct place to kind of address it. But it has to be addressed in a constructive kind of way, without emotions and feelings getting into it and getting heated. But I feel like if someone disrespects me, I have to address it, and I will address it. And if it continues to be an issue, I feel like what, I have to distance myself from that person. Because some people, they just like you were saying, the reason why people do it is so many reasons. Some people, they don't know how to treat other people. They feel insecure about themselves and they mirror other people. They want to like bring you down because maybe that's how they're feeling or whatever it is. But for me, oh, sorry, hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, I had to turn off my Alexa. He likes to give me an announcement this time of the day. So
okay.
before you all hear my schedule for tomorrow morning.
It's all right.
Yeah. So definitely, I feel like it has to be addressed, and sometimes walking away is what has to happen, but you need to come back because it's like we talk about sometimes these behaviors that people exhibit. If no one ever addresses it and makes them aware of it, in a way, they can just think that it's okay. So we have to, when people behave in a certain way that is on the contrary to how we should behave to one another, somebody has to address it, and make them aware of it. And hopefully enough people kind of make them aware of it, they might take some self-reflection and ask for help to kind of see it. And so, to be honest with you, some people, it's the way. Sometimes I would say even that's the way they're brought up. Because when you talk about this dignity thing, somebody was saying about. I was saying in the chat that what, it's everywhere. Sometimes it's in families. They raise boys to be more than all these things. It's there subtly. It's there. It's in everywhere. But we have to call it when we see it. And this is how it then becomes a global thing where another one country is bullying another country. You can see it on TV now, as we all been seeing the news and stuff. This is how it manifests itself. It's something that is innate of humanity, but yet it's not right. So therefore, when we see it, we must call it, and we can't excuse it.
No.
We can address it in a compassionate way with the person because they might not be aware of it. But we still have to call it and make them aware. So yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm not sure who came up next because me, I can't see that. But is it
You, Leslie.
okay? So it's that way. Okay, it's in order. Okay. Hi, Leslie. Good evening, brother.
Hello.
Oh,
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, panel. It's good to have everybody back.
I know the time is just going so fast.
I can't believe it's March. I was enjoying February too much.
February is a short month, so you can't enjoy it too much. It'll run away from you.
That's why I like it.
Please, do you want to go back to February?
No, I can't. We can only go forward here. We can only go forward. Well,
Exactly.
Backwards never. Backwards never. Forward always.
yeah.
Yes.
It was
February of next year, not the one
Yeah.
that's gone.
Yeah,
Amen.
it was a good month in terms of just resting and coming back, recovering from certain things. So yes, it was good. But we thank God for March because the weather is looking nice, sun,
Yeah.
blue skies.
I like
We're
the fact you said
grateful.
looking nice because that's the word. It's not feeling nice. It looks nice.
Yeah,
Not
you know
feeling
UK,
nice.
UK has a facade a lot too. UK like to give good image, but when you get to the yeah. Yes, this thing about dignity is funny you're talking about because we're actually seeing this thing play out on a world scale now, on a global leadership scale. We're seeing, when people have not matured and dealt with some character flaws. No, look, no one's perfect, But what makes us mature is that we begin to know and manage those things. And sometimes, unfortunately, when there's power and certain power structures in place, it enables some behaviors to just go undetected. So,
That's true.
so that is a serious problem. It's unfortunately become something that has now been enabled, protected, because they are part of a power dynamic and structure. I remember reading something not too long ago, actually quite recently, and this was in the early days of when slavery started, and I heard people always behave, the culture back then. But I remember reading an article back in the 16th century where there were a group of people, this is Europeans, who were against it when it was starting, but they were not in the power structure of that time. So even back then, they knew it was wrong. But the people who were in power, the people who were going to benefit from it, they made it a law. They used the law to hide behind the fact that on a normal level, there were people who didn't like it. And this was going back in the 15 something. And I was shocked to know that, so even back then, it wasn't something that everybody just went and said, well, this is. It wasn't. So contrary to what people want to come and make it that, certain things are just now where it's coming out wrong. No, wrong has been wrong. It's just that the way things have been and who is in power, they determine the culture and put certain things in place that make it look like everybody was in it. But no, it wasn't like that, or else it would have been abolished to begin with. So these are the things that, and what I just saw recently, and I'm talking about the US, I won't mention his name, is in the chat anyway if you want to know. It was that I just felt that this is a grown man. Are you telling me that none of the leaders in the world, even in America, could not say, hey, that is out of line? We're not going to accept that from you. And this is the problem, that when it's not called out, it now becomes an enabled behavior. But I don't think someone has stood up and said, Mr. President, we cannot talk to another leader like that. If you're going to, please do it behind closed door. We cannot allow such behavior to be exhibited by us. We have to be the example. I'm telling you, that would have been shut down quite quickly. And this is the problem when we begin to see another human being as less than, is a problem. And I think one of the things that what people don't understand is that why it's a problem is that ultimately it will affect even those who are perpetrating that behavior. It will affect them one way or the other. It will bite them. It will hurt them eventually, sooner or later. I remember one time I was, when I first joined the store I was working for, and there was a woman. She was one of these very rich customers, very, very rich woman, but she was very rude. She was very rude. She would just, not even look at the people who are serving her, just look upwards. God, God has a way of humbling people in the most unusual way that you will say, hi, God, you are the master class of doing clap back like nobody can. One day, this woman, she was being served and refused to look at the person that was serving her. She was on her phone. She did not know when she left her handbag and credit card on the till and walked away. By the time she discovered it, she now came back crying and begging. I said, we thought you were madam now. Why are you now begging? I'm begging the people. Please, where's my begging? Do you know that thankfully there were other customers that saw how she behaved before and looked at her and said, somebody now said, now you want the same person that was serving you to come and now give you the bag back. She was begging. I said, wow. And you couldn't make it, you couldn't have put it together. It was her own hand. So God has a way to humble people.
I bet next time she comes in there to shop, she will humble herself.
Yes, and the funny thing is that it was that day there were so many people in the shop. So it was almost like God said, today they will see you.
I will humble you.
It was I said that day, I said, I fear God. I said, wow, God knows how to deal with people in the most unusual way. That's why the Bible says that vengeance is mine, said the Lord. He will repay. We should leave it, because when God does it, when God does it, they cannot trace it back to you. They cannot say, it's you. You will not be part of anything. And God, who can come for God? They don't even see him. So it's very important that God is taking. That's why the Bible says God resists the proud. God resists the proud. God is God. He's all powerful, and yet he's humble. Yet he loves his creation. Yet he sent his son to the point of serving us, the people he created. His son served us. When we have that attitude, I tell you, our lives will have so much peace. It will have so much. And I believe this starts from the home. A lot of these things start from the home. When we create all these favorites, you create certain dynamic that, this one's better than this one. It creates problems.
You dignify the male child, you undignify.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Or if someone gets, someone's always getting first, that's the one they will now say is the one, and then they now everybody, and you not knowing that maybe that one has another gift, another calling, but you're just looking at one aspect of what they are doing.
Let me stop you before I forget. You carry on. What you said just triggered. Oh my God. I think I was in primary. What year is that? Yeah, they will call it year 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4. I can't remember. And I was the third in the family. My older sister, my brother, myself. So we came home that day with a report card. I think I was second. And they were like way into the grades. Like, do you know my father gave me cane to tell my siblings? And I was like, study. He said, I don't know how. He took it and whipped me like that. That's how I need it. I felt like these are my older siblings. Why would I be beating them because they didn't make good grades? Imagine me, they're losing their dignity. Even I felt undignified by, so there's so many things. If you think back, don't let me open that book tonight, but that made me remember that.
Yeah, and it's such a thing that's why I believe. I was hearing somebody say that by the time they went for therapy, the lady was saying everybody in Nigeria needs therapy.
All the therapists will resign, no? Because the thing will bring, hey, my God, it's
and it's a culture. It's a culture that we on the face of it, it looks like we have great respect. But by the time you start peeling behind the layers, you start seeing that, oh no, there's a lot of hurt and pain. There's a lot of discrimination, and there's a lot of class. So it's important that I think it's very important that we recognize the human dignity. I will finish with this. I want to finish with this because I remember I had just finished. I left a banking position. Well, I was working for a banking department, and I was now in between that. I was like, where do I go from here? And I remember I worked part-time in a Gap store. I was doing like temping, and the one of the people that was trying to show me how to walk on the floor and everything, and I just asked her a question. I said, that this store is in central London. You must be having a lot of high power people. But I said, yeah, they do. She has seen gold car, black car, platinum. She has seen it all. She now said, come to think of it, she said that I had an experience that shocked her, that really shocked her to her core, and said it happened on the same day. So there was a couple. They looked like they dressed like what they were wearing is probably maybe like 5,000 pounds in what they were wearing. He said that when they went to go and buy the cloth, like they were literally scraping and scraping for coins in their purse to pay for the item. And she said that, you dressed to the nines. She said later that same day, there was an old woman that came in there. She was very old and frail. She came with a couple of her grandchildren, and she bought clothes. I think she said that almost like 300 or 400 pounds. She said that this woman brought, like that's the first time she saw black card. This woman dropped the card. The card had 1 million pounds on it. This girl said she almost collapsed. I said, if you see the woman, you would not know. You will not know that she had that kind of money. You will not know it. Said the woman just dropped the card and said, I'll buy this. Can you help me with any more clothes that my grandchildren would need?
Wow.
That this woman walked with 500 pounds worth of clothes in less than 3 minutes.
Wow.
She said that thing taught her that don't judge people by how they judge or how they look.
Never judge a book by its cover.
Don't judge anybody. She said that day that she learned respect people, just respect them, and then let them show themselves accordingly. I will never forget that lesson.
Wow.
And it has helped me. She said that she will never judge people by just how they dress, how they look. That just respect them and let them show themselves accordingly.
Yeah.
So it is important. I feel it's very important. That's why the Bible says that we should humble ourselves. We should humble ourselves. And I believe when you walk in humility, there's less embarrassment. So I'll leave it there. Thank you very much.
Wow. Woman of purpose, are you still there?
Sorry, I'm here. I keep tapping the wrong screen to bring my thing on. Yeah, mic on. Okay, thank you for that. We're gonna go down to Miller.
Oh, somebody close that door.
It's too cold, man. Too cold.
A minute, let me attend to my supervisor.
No problem. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
You know what? It's so funny when you were talking about homeless people, because you know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I always think about this whenever I feel cold. Because of the way I am, I'm always feeling cold. But then I always think, like, imagine like you're in a house with the heating on, hot bottle, clothes, duvet, and I'm still feeling cold. Imagine if I didn't have a house and I was outside in this cold. Like, you know, sometimes these kind of thoughts, it humbles you.
You know, we see that as well in our home. We see that as well because both my wife and I, we did homeless outreach when we were back in the day, and we see the exact same thing. We see the exact same thing.
Yeah, it humbles you. You know, it really does. It makes you realize that, you know what, this life, you know, and sometimes, you know, when you work to homeless people, when you speak with them. These people have had lives.
Oh my God.
Lives.
Oh my goodness.
Jobs and experiences, and you're just blown away. And you know, but you will never get to know them if you just look, like you said about judging a book by its cover. If you just look on the outside, or that time when you meet them in their life, you will never know the kind of life they have lived, the experiences. You know. So we have to, you know, sometimes we have to humble ourselves, and when we humble ourselves, it makes us appreciate, and we treat other people with compassion.
Yeah, and respect.
You know, and respect, because respect is about compassion, having compassion for people. Don't just, you know, feel like you're better than somebody. And that's another thing sometimes people do. I don't know where it comes from, but thinking that you're better than somebody, no. God, like you said, God made us all unique. He created us. All of us have a purpose. All of us have a special something. Even if there's two of us and we can both sing.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Yeah, let me just finish. Even the two of us, we can both sing.
Yeah.
You know, your voice and my voice are totally different.
Yes.
We still need both people. You know, there's enough space on this earth for all of our multi-talented and everything. Even if there's multiples of those same talents, it is, each one has a unique signature on how they do it and how it would affect and impact the world. So everybody has a value. So therefore, you should never put anyone down. Hold on, let me just let Miller come back. Mel, hi, brother. Good evening. Please, you can unmute now. Yeah, take the floor.
Thank you.
Good
evening. Good morning, everyone. Yeah. What you were talking about dignity. I remember I read about Isaiah chapter 38, verse 1 this evening while I was on duty.
Yeah.
So how this man Hezekiah was sick, and the prophet came to him and said, prepare your house. The Lord said that you should prepare your house, that you will die. Hezekiah turned to the word and talked to God and said, Father, remember I have done like this. I have helped so many people. I've, in so many ways like this. I deserve to live. So, to the glory of God, God extended his days again. And it now remind me that there is sometimes, if you're a man of dignity, you understand, there are things God can still look at and say, yes, based on what you have done to yourself and to the people around you, I will give you this, I will do this to you. And everyone deserves to be respected. When you talk about dignity, there are some people who maybe all they just want from you is to talk to them. Maybe what they are passing through, and like someone insulted them and they don't know what to do, or they just want someone that will talk to them and say, this thing, okay, this is how you should follow, this is how you should do this. You understand? It's very, very. I read once where one important thing about dignity say respect is an important aspect of dignity. Treating everyone with respect is considered an important ethical value. When you respect people around you, when you respect people, it means a lot. When you yourself, and again, you cannot, if you don't respect people, it means that you yourself, you don't have respect for yourself because you can't give what you don't have. You can't give what you don't have. The way you treat people matters. So dignity is very, very important. You can't say you are a man of integrity and within you there is no integrity in you. You understand? So it's very, very important. There are some life we live and respect people. There are things we do to people, and because of that, God will say, for the sake you have done this to people you know and people you don't know. It's not just one-sided. Maybe because I know him, I will respect him, or because he's my friend, I will have to respect him. That one does not mean that you are a man of dignity, or you have dignity with you. Dignity means that everyone around you, people you know, people you don't know, whatever they deserve around you, if you are in the position to do that, do it for them.
So Mila, should we say then that dignity should be a measured value that we assign to ourselves and other people?
Exactly, yes.
It should be measured.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that means if in the box that we are now, let me just look at picture. I'm just citing an example, don't get me wrong. I will give you certain respect based on maybe how you look, and I'll give woman of purpose a certain level because
not like that.
okay.
Not like that.
Because I want us to
See,
understand.
like I said, everyone deserves respect. It does not matter maybe whether you look like this or whatever. Like Debbie was saying that if some these days people respect people who only give them things, who only help them or whatever. So to me, it's not that way. Everyone deserves to be respected. Everyone deserves to, you whatever you know you can do to them to be happy, you do it for them. It should not be because I know you. That's when I should respect you. Or because you have helped me, then let me respect you. That does not, to me, is not dignity. You're just doing it because I've achieved something from you, or you have achieved something from me.
Okay, I get you now.
So that is it, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying the question. I think the question was a bit confusing in that sense. Yeah, definitely. Everybody deserves respect
And dignity, yeah.
and dignity, but sometimes I can lose it for you if you don't respect yourself or respect me. I will start chopping it down slow. I give you 100. If you start going down before you know it, if you get to 60, me and you finish.
But I mean, imagine you're respecting someone whether they're good or whatever, you're respecting them, but they're not giving it back in return.
That's what I'm saying.
How does that work?
That's it. But there's people like that. They feel like they have a sense of entitlement to respect. But
woman,
huh?
sorry. I have a roommate whom we are working together here. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe that's the way he lives his life. Sometimes he may wake up in the morning, you greet him, he will not answer you. He may take 1 month, 2 months. He will not be the one to walk to you and say, how far? How you did? So you will answer. You know what I do? Anytime such thing comes, anytime he acts like that, you know what? Thank God for myself. I will not even talk to him. I will mind my business. One, I don't know what made him to start acting that way. Sometimes the mother will call him on phone and say, give Cosmas phone. The mother will say, Nnam, my son, please, you people should live like brothers. You understand? Whatever you guys are not, maybe just treat yourself like one another. I say, mommy, for me, I'm always ready. But you need to ask your son, in front of him, you need to ask your son, why is it that sometimes he would just be silent? Nothing happened. You are not having misunderstanding, and he will just decide not to talk to you. Something must be wrong somewhere. And one of the preacher I followed, I think recently, say, see, if you have, we are having that issue. He says, see, if someone is your friend or your brother or anybody around you, both of you don't have issue, all of a sudden he stop talking to you, he or she stop talking to you. Please don't force yourself to that person. Just pretend as if you don't know what is going on. But when he or she finally comes back to talk to you, you too behave like the way he behaves to you.
But so wrong.
You understand? So why am I saying this? I'm coming. Why am I saying this? See, don't force yourself to anybody. If you're respecting someone and that person is not showing you that returning that respect back to you, you need to work out. You don't force yourself to be in that person. You don't force. Respect is not. You're not buying it. Even if you're buying it, you just save it. You understand? You don't force. You can't. I can't be respecting you now, and you walk out. You walk on me and start embarrassing me, talking to me anyhow when I did nothing to you. There are people who are fond of like that. They see that respect that you are giving to them, that they deserve it more than any other thing. You understand? So if you are respecting someone and that person is not showing that respect to you, walk out.
But have you had a conversation? Have you had a conversation with them about it?
Yeah.
See, that's why you can't just wake up. You're my friend, for example. Now, you're not, for example, you're my friend or you're my brother. You wake up. I greeted you, you answer. We share things together. All of a sudden, the next day, we are not having misunderstanding. I think when we have misunderstanding, you talk to me. Maybe if I offend you, you call me, you call my attention. My brother, this thing you did to me, I'm not happy. Nothing happened. You just wake up. You didn't talk to me. You didn't say anything. I greeted you. Nothing. What else do you want me to do? Should I go and ask you again what happened? Why are we not greeting? Everyone is busy looking for how to survive. So I'm too busy to
I know
start
what
asking
you're
you.
saying, but the reason why I'm saying that is because some people, to be honest with you, that's the way they've been. No one is ever questioned them about it or brought it to their attention. They just allowed them, so they just think that is normal.
Yeah.
Let him or her look for people like him and like them and work together. You know, it's just simple.
But Mila, I can hear from your voice. I'm sensing from your voice that
It's an issue.
It's an issue. Because if this person is still very much active in your life, these are things you can't just sit and assume something is wrong, you don't know what is going through. And that's why you're supposed to be each other's keeper. If you address it one time, if you address it one time, second time, third time, and they're still like that, call the mom. You can even call the mom because your relationship is that close. Because some people, they're in depression. They don't even know.
Exactly.
This guy I'm talking, this brother I'm telling you about is not depressed. I know him very
How do you
well.
know?
That is his,
How do you know? Some
for
people, how
example,
do you
that is
know?
his temperament. That is his temperament. That is his attitude.
But
You
that's
Yeah, but
why
you
understand?
need to
So
bring it to his attention.
help him
Yeah.
realize that, because a lot of people grew up with attitudes, all sorts, and nobody's telling them that
he
this is
need
not a
to.
way of life. They carry on
He,
with it.
this is someone that if you're telling him that this thing you're doing is not good, he will tell you, leave me alone. It's none of your business. And he will be busy playing music. And so why should someone who is busy playing music and doing anyhow, is that person depressed? It's not
Okay, woman
depressed
of purpose, let us
to
leave
me.
Mila alone.
Yes,
So
we'll leave him
that
alone. Oh,
I,
we'll leave him alone.
you can't leave me alone. Oh. That's his own life for me, I beg.
I
So I'm
get
not
it. Some people sometimes they don't want to be helped. I get it.
Yeah,
So
but
at
at least
least,
you've
exactly
tried.
now.
That's it.
as
You've
much,
tried. So
you know what the Bible says, in as much as he lies with you, make peace with all men. As much as he lay with you, make peace with him. And if he's not at peace with you or whatever, then that's his own issue to sort, I guess.
May the Lord help him. Me, I don't have any issue with him. May the Lord help him.
But at least we still treat one another with dignity. And if it's getting unbearable, I don't know, God will give you wisdom to handle it.
yes,
The
yes,
wisdom is that there is time to keep quiet. There is time not to answer anybody. So that's what I've decided to. Just because 2020, I decide, I say, see, nobody will cost me, nobody will worry my life this 2025. Nobody, even if you are slapping me,
you're
I will just
protecting your
walk out
peace.
and do like I don't know what is going on. You understand? So that I will know
That's
what I
good.
want in my life. So that is it.
You're protecting your peace. I hear you. I
Oh,
hear you.
yeah.
That piece is
That's
very, very
understanding.
important to
Yes,
me.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
you.
Hi, 8:30. I'm just gonna say hi to you because we have to acknowledge you. Thank you for joining in.
For joining.
Always showing up. Yeah, showing love. That's great. We're gonna go to
It.
are we going to Elder Debbie?
Yes, we are.
Elder Debbie, early bird catches the worm. Hi, sis, are you there? Debbie.
How did you be that?
Debbie.
Elder Debbie, good evening.
What should I do with you, woman of purpose?
I'm calling you now. You're not answering, so I have to call you and call you.
He's gathering all the elder wisdom now. Take it
Just
easy.
drop the bomb. We're ready for you. Drop the bomb. Drop the mic. Drop the fire. Ready. Drop it all.
Wow.
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Month.
Happy New Month to you too.
Okay. My lady, so what's the question again?
Elder, don't start with me, oh.
What's
It's
the
only
question?
you and a woman of purpose so that I can be referee, oh. So don't start with me, oh.
Oh no, me and woman of purpose, we are good. We are good.
Okay,
So
fair
now
enough.
she's still my
we are
party
great.
until she go against me.
We've been talking about dignity and
Okay.
how we need to give it to ourselves as an individual, our family member, whichever relationship we find ourselves, and also even in the community at large. So after my talk, as usual, the question is, should dignity be a measured value that we assign to people or to even ourselves? Maybe, for example, somebody has wronged you and you decide to cut the respect you give them. You no longer respect them, you no longer, dignify them the way you address them or you relate with them or things like that. So you're beginning to measure the value of dignity you accord this person. So should it be measured value that we assign ourselves or other people?
Hey.
Or maybe woman of purpose, you can expand it again so that you know where to begin
She's
to.
been hearing. She's been here, so she knows it. She's just gathering. She's got the computer is
She's a
rebooting.
businesswoman. She may have just logged in
Okay.
and be walking up and down, listening in and out.
No, at
she
a
was
point I
there.
was. That's why I said you should. But thank you for. I'm able to pick it from your.
Hey, please gather your seats and sit.
So, when it comes to dignity, I believe dignity is almost the same thing as respect. Yeah.
Well,
Yes. part of
Yeah,
involve respect. Yes.
yeah, in a way, because I went to Google it.
Maybe
That's
they
what she was
are
doing. She was googling.
words and synonyms, or what you
Yeah,
want to call it. Yeah.
it's a way. I think Google said it's a way of state of quality of being worthy, honor, and respect.
Is that Adasa?
No,
Who is there talking to you?
who else? Okay, let me answer now. You see, when it comes to dignity, I don't think until the person prove themselves otherwise, I don't think anybody should be treated without dignity until they prove otherwise.
Okay.
The reason I said until they prove otherwise is we are all human. And no matter how much you try in this life, there are still some people, even if you put them on the bed, they will always drop.
Yeah.
Even if you tie them to that bed, they will still drop. And for you not to drop with them and you injuring yourself,
Last week.
it's either you cut them off or you cut them off. So I believe everybody should be treated with dignity. Be it whatever gender, age, or status. I dropped a comment that in some cases, a lot of people treats people because of what they can get from them. If they can't get anything from them, they don't bother treating you with respect. Especially if they believe you have nothing to offer them, which I think is wrong. Treat everybody with respect until they now decide that they don't deserve the respect. They don't deserve your. It's not. My sister said it's not the identity. Until then, you maintain yourself. And based on should it be measured? In some cases, yes, but it shouldn't be. It's just that in some cases, that's why I said it should be measured, but I don't think it should be measured. I think until the person prove that, okay, like what Woman of Purpose said, that if somebody do something wrong, you tell them. Yes, you can tell them, but sometimes after when you've told them and they didn't change, the same proverb that said, do not respond to a fool
According
so
to
that
you.
according to their folly. The next verse is not even far. He said,
Maybe thank you.
he
Thank
said,
you.
respond to a fool so that they won't, according to his folly, so that he won't feel like he's wise.
Wow.
Do you understand? So, which means, thank you. Which means if I meet you, you've not done anything wrong to me. I'll treat you with respect. I'll give you the dignity you as human, not because you've done anything, not because I have anything to gain from you.
Yeah.
If I now put you on a false ladder, you decided by yourself you want to fall. Based on my own nature, I can be warning you, hey, as you are behaving now, you're about to follow. It's looking like you are falling, Hey, it looks like when you finish falling, your head will break, I'll be warning you. But at the end of the day, you now decide that it's the fall you want to fall. I'll help you. I'll just move back. I won't even help you to get up. Either you get up or not, it's not my problem. So I will leave you there. But I will know, my conscience is clear that I tried my best. No matter what. So I don't think it should be measured until it's proven otherwise. Until the person said to you that, or not say they don't, I know they won't say it by their action that they don't deserve it. I just mind yourself. Until then, I don't think it should be measured. I don't think it should be measured until proven otherwise.
Okay.
Because like I said earlier, some people, no matter how much you try to respect them, no matter how much honor you put on them, even if you wear gold on them, I'm sorry to say, they will still rub in that mud. But as human, as a Christian, as a child of God, that big guy say I should not be saying all of us are children of God. But if you know yourself as a child of God, try to treat everybody well. As a creation of God, because even God have put dignity on us as human being. Until the person now decide that, okay, this is how they want to behave. And if you have tried for them, and it's beginning to now affect your peace of mind, like Mr. Miller for Christ, I kind of what's it called? I kind of support you in that your decision. Your peace of mind is very important. You have tried to help your friend. Your friend said they don't need help. The only thing you can do for them is pray for them. But your peace is important. So you can't respect people more than what they put the respect they put on themselves. That's what it is. So
Elder.
Someone I was praying for one day. I was praying, normal morning prayer, because you know what to say. Listen now. See, this prayer you're praying, you're disturbing me with this prayer. You're disturbing me. I pretend that I didn't hear what you were saying. How can someone who is someone with the body of Christ, someone will come and wake up and tell you that the prayer you're praying, you're disturbing him. It's
Mr.
disturbing him.
What did you now do? What did you do?
I pretend that if I didn't hear what you were saying, I was just busy. You understand?
Next time you should have asked him what he wants you to do. Should you change the prayer to the other one?
I tell you, say you're disturbing my peace. This prayer is disturbing me. This prayer,
wow.
I say sorry, my brother.
I'm still telling you. I'm telling you, this person has issues. They have issues, and
But I think this person have issue. I don't know if it's with you or with themselves, but there is more to it.
no, it has nothing to do with Mila. It's within
No, it's himself. Yeah.
Yeah, there's more to it than
Yeah.
The thing is, that some people are like that, and the reason being like that is like sometimes, like whatever mood they're in, they wake up. If they're happy, hey, everybody's happy. If they wake up and they're distracted or they're sad or stressed,
when you wake up more sad than ever, it's gonna affect you, the neighbor.
I know, but they forget that the way they be, the attitude impacts on other people around them. Do you know what I'm saying? That is what I'm saying, that you have to make people like that aware, because sometimes, to be honest with you, they're not they just think it's just them. They're just living their own life. They don't even they're not even oblivious to
woman of purpose. You said they should make people like that aware. I agree with you. At the same time, I disagree with you, because how old is this person?
Of course.
Oh, come on. There's nothing to do with age. Sometimes, people...
Age has nothing to do with
maturity. Age got nothing to do with that.
But
so I'm telling you.
How long will you make them aware?
No, I'm not saying... Okay, no. I'm not saying you should keep making them aware. I'm saying at least have the conversation. You know what? One thing I've learned in this life is that you should always have conversation with people, and always assume that people... give him that rope. That rope. If you tell them and they say, listen, that's just me, that's the way I live my life, then fine, you leave them be. Because at least you have made them aware of it. But to be honest with you, I'm saying some people can live their life, no one ever checks them about their behavior. No one, not like the people around them know. They know, but they will never say it to them and address it with them. And really and truly, I feel like when we go
someone that wants to be but you know someone that wants to be checked actually work on being checked. They put themselves in a situation where people can check them.
You know what? This thing I'm trying to tell you, I'm telling you, it happens. People can be in this world and just because listen, this behavior is they've probably done it. They've been around their families, they've been around, girlfriends, they've been around relationship, boyfriends, they've been around people, but no one ever says,
wow,
this is your behavior. They just accept it and be like, this one, that's just how they are. And then they just think it's normal. But one day when somebody actually says, this is the way you're acting, it's not It doesn't, it doesn't make you, it
Nobody
doesn't
has
come
ever
across nice.
challenged them. So
They
there's
challenge them. They
nothing to
actually,
change.
and at first, you know what? At first, let me tell you this. At first, they'll come up across like they're upset with you for challenging them. But you know what?
Be
Really
Yes,
deep
defensive.
down, they
They'll be
reflect on it.
defensive.
Yeah, they do. So, yeah. Okay. Do you want to do the puzzle or should we carry on?
Oh yeah, do the puzzle. I posted
woman
it
of
there.
purpose. My cousin said you are the good Samaritan.
No, maybe, you know what? That's fine. I'll take it. I will take it.
It's a compliment. Not everybody can be good Samaritan.
Exactly. I will take it.
So it's a compliment to you.
I know people's personalities and stuff,
No,
and I'm telling you, there are different type of people on this earth.
You are very right, my lady. It's just that for me, I always look at it in a okay. How do I say it? I always look at it in a way like if I tell you and you still misbehave, is that not me? I don't know.
Let me tell you a story. You know, people are different, yeah. I remember there was a company I worked with. When I came into the company, it was just basic role, whatever. And as time went on, I was asked to become a training coordinator. And there was this lady, we were like, work mates, like, we go to lunch together or dinner, whatever together and all. We were good. But when I got the role, I noticed this person started behaving funny. When I say, let's go eat, she's like, no, just go. When I say hi, she was just cold. I didn't even think, could it be the role that was given to me or something? I didn't even think of it. And guess what? That thing was really bugging me. I'm like, this person that everybody knows that we're like twins, are my work twin kind of a thing. And all of a sudden, it's like everybody going their separate ways. I could not bear it. I'm like, how do I handle this? I said, maybe something is wrong, or could it be at home? Could it be? I was just assuming all sorts. But eventually, I prayed about it, and God said, that was why that passage I'll never forget. He says, in as much as it lies with you, make peace with all men. So one night, I just summoned courage. I went to her. I said, is it okay? I need to have a word with you. Even at that, she was even cold, but she just had to oblige. And then I said, I've just noticed that something is wrong. Did that offend you in any way so that I can apologize? Because I just feel, this friendship is not like it used to. Let me know. She said, oh, no, everything is fine. Everything is fine. And I asked again. She said, no, everything is fine. So within me, at least I've tried my best. I said, everything is fine. I said, maybe this is the new level she wants us to carry on. So I left it. And guess what, guys? Months later, she was asked to come and be the team leader. So in a way, I'm a training coordinator. Not that I have to report to her, but we have to work again together, even closer than before. So she's the team leader. I'm the training coordinator. We work together. Who is doing what? Who is being trained and all of that. Even at that, there was still this coldness. And again, I had to revisit it. That was months later. And then she said, okay, she's sorry if she appeared that way. And that was the end. Before you know, she left the workplace. I was there and I left. But that thing never came back to being. Well, I've tried my best. I tried my best.
That's it.
That's
all you can do. That is all you can do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you have to keep going to the person. I'm saying give them the chance. Like you said, give them that chance. And then leave it. If they come to they come to you. And sometimes some people you leave them and they will come to you. Even months down the line, they'll come and say, oh, that thing that you said to me, I thought about it, and they'll apologize in their own funny way. But they're trying to say sorry to you.
I know.
This one will come to me. This one will come to me. I'll not go to you.
But this one came to you. You even said to her, it came to her and said, how far? That's what
How many chances should we give them? How many chances should we give? Remind yourself.
Somebody said it already. You're a person with the Spirit of God. Check what the Spirit is saying to you. Because you never know that maybe that one time something is bugging you to go back and you're saying, you have it. Maybe that's when they will actually heed. You never can tell. So you check within you. So don't fight with the Holy Spirit. You know that. Don't struggle. At least you see how they do it.
Can I ask something?
Ask.
Okay, what about people that how do I put it? I don't know if I should say double double standard in a way. They treat some people in a certain way, treat some people in a certain way. How do you deal with those kind of people then?
The same thing, the way I
Exactly.
answered it, you will check. You will not treat people the way they're treating people. You know that. Bible says you know the truth and it will set you free. It will set you free from treating people like that. So this person, what is your relationship with them? How close are they respecting you? Do you like the respect they accord you? You accord them the same. It's not left for them how they treat other people. Everybody's got a conscience. Do you understand? So you're not responsible for how they treat other people. You're only responsible for how you treat yourself when they're there, how you treat them, and also partly responsible for how they treat you. If you don't like how they treat you or they treat you in a certain way you don't like, you address it with them. I don't like, because if not, if you don't say nothing, you say, well, everybody mind your business, and they keep disrespecting you. One day you might just go and respond where there's people, and you even hate yourself. You even lose more dignity that way.
That's okay. That's in a case of someone that can defend themselves. Now I'm talking in a case of the weak. Someone that begs from you, someone that needs your help, maybe someone that is sick, someone that can't do anything for you or to you.
Do you know
Do you
what?
understand?
Yeah. So meaning that this person, but they're not disrespecting you. That's not the fact that you want helping them. Or I'm trying to get
That's
your
what I'm saying.
question.
Okay, there are some people. How do I put this question now? How do I put it now? Some people, let's say,
They
the way they
respect you
treat
because of what
even
you're doing.
waiters, the way they treat people people they feel is lower than them,
Okay. Okay.
people that are weak to them. Even you look like you look at them and you're like, did you just treat a human being that way?
You know,
So
you
I'm
know
talking.
what?
So if sorry, woman of
Oh,
if you know this person, who are you associating yourself with? Either they rub off on you or you rub off on them. So if, for example, this person is someone you know very well, have you ever addressed them to say, the way you treat people or whatever? Because they might just be treating you because you're in the same class, quote and unquote. But because these people have low class, they treat them anyhow. But it's only a matter of time before they treat you anyhow too. So, but if you address that with them, hear what they have to say. Some people, they justify everything they do. So hear what they have to say. How can you hear if you don't ask them? You just sit and assume, this person is so bad, but you've never talked about it with them. And some people is the way they grew up, they class people. Some people, because growing up they had house helps. Any house help they meet anywhere, they will talk down on them. They don't give them dignity or respect. It could be a way of life, and nobody has ever challenged them. So that's why we cannot just sit and assume this person is just, it could be a million and one thing going on in their mind. And because nobody has challenged that way of life, they will carry on with it.
Sorry, I just have a question.
Please.
I have a question, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Good
This
evening.
one you are smiling like this. What?
No, see, this dignity thing, it's in different perspective. Oh.
Yeah.
We are all never the same. Let's start from there. God created us all a royal priesthood, a holy nation. I understand. Then there's a place of honor where we all develop the opportunities we have, the home we came from. If the person pass you, you self dignify yourself, reduce yourself where you need to be. Don't pass your boundary. When it comes to dignity, in my own place, okay, look, they didn't ask for lecture. Ask a question. Should we treat? Are you saying the honor a senior officer with the responsibility or a CEO has is the same honor we give to the worker? Let's not forget that their responsibility is not the same. So they cannot. Okay, now let me break it down.
no.
As human being, no. As human being, we all deserve the same dignity. I have rules.
Yes.
If you ask for help from me, Debbie is my witness. when you want to start telling me the story of how you had that problem, because I don't want to know details, because there's something when you help people and it's a deep issue where they have to tell you deep and secret things, just because you know it changes the dynamic of that relationship. What is my question? When
Don't tell me.
what do I ask? How much do you need? Don't tell me the story. It's okay. I don't want to know. Because now, if you hear that story anywhere, you are looking at Dasa. When our friendship will change, most of the time, I've seen it several times. The person that will normally say, "Hey, what's up? How are you doing?" They start stepping back, or they start seeing you in a different light. They don't want to offend you. People think, oh, when you help people, they are maltreating you. It's two ways. Even the person that helped you, you put them in a wrong situation. You start giving them the respect they never asked for. You start treating them like you owe them your life. It changes the dynamic. It's a two-way. It's not one way. So if you have a problem and you tell me, oh, that's a problem, I need to talk to you. Once you start saying, in 1942, I will tell you, don't let's go there. What do you need? If I have it, I will give you immediately. I won't keep you waiting. And it's so that I preserve your dignity. Even if at the end of the day I realize that you don't need that much, you just came to, I don't like it, because I've been there before where I asked for help. I have seen body language. Some people end up helping you, but they strip your dignity. Some people end up helping you, but the world we know about it. This is different kind of dignity, but there is level to it. Let's give honor to whom it is due. There's also a place whereby, as human beings, we give each other respect and dignity. But you know that I'm not your mate. We are age mates. I agree. Yes,
so, Adaka, so if the CEO hurts you so bad, and this lower person treats you so well, because I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Okay. Because
let me re-explain it to you.
It doesn't mean the person you're giving honor to cannot disrespect you. And it doesn't mean that this person that you say, okay, don't tell me sorry, I will help you, I'll help you. You help them even beyond. They can still come and disrespect you as well.
They do. Yeah, okay. I think we're mixing it up. I said every human being, first of all, deserves dignity. Let's start from there. Every human being. Young, old, man, woman, female, whatever it is. We all deserve dignity. At the same time, just because I want to protect your dignity or a friend's dignity, and I know they have a health issue that can take away the life of the other person, because I want to preserve their dignity, you are telling me that I should not mention it. Then when we get to the side where we sing, we'll meet at the edge of Jesus Christ, I will cover one dignity and then send the other one to heaven. Because it's deeper than we are looking at it. Dignity in health, dignity in secret knowing. There are some people I know in my childhood, I already know that if I see you getting married, I'm going home straight. Because if I open my mouth, it's not going to work. It is still me preserving their dignity. So this thing is different. When it also comes to honor, our responsibility also differ. Okay, let's put it this way. I have a friend who she's a CEO of a company. She don't even make her own coffee. They make her food. She have a secretary that does her coffee and everything. People look at her and say, oh, she's so proud. Oh, she don't even converse with people. When they went into that, they took everything, including all her shoes and bag, as collateral. She became homeless, but she paid all her staffs. The same staff that said she was proud. Everybody got their money. Honor as human is one thing. Honor in the place of responsibility is another thing. I always say to people, everybody is not your mate. You can be friends from university, we respect each other, but if she's your boss at the place of work, please treat her as your boss. She's not your mate. When you meet outside, treat each other as mate. But in the place where she is your boss and she's have the responsibility and she gets suspended and she's not your mate. I know you are from the same college and you live in the same place, but honor as human being, royal priesthood, holy nation, that is one. Honor in the marketplace. Some people say, oh, I knew her. You even call her name. We used to be in the same street. That was that person then. Right now, she's your daddy's boss. You will say, lady. Even President Obama, the mother will call him my president. In the house, my son. It's not the same. Let's not, my opinion.
Yeah, I hear you, Adasa, and it's still part of this dignity we're talking about. Maybe I'm not understanding your perspective, because from what I hear, fine, you said everybody has dignity, everybody is gone and all of that. But if somebody is going to lose their dignity, let it not be because of you. Let it not be because of you. Because
you said lose their dignity.
Yeah.
No one should lose their dignity because of anyone. I always say, if there's going to be a crashing down,
It does
I will
happen.
not be part of it. Okay, let's put it. Okay, let me say 3 different places. If I'm in a relationship, friendship, relationship, and I know some things about you as a person,
Yeah.
and we break up, that will not come from me to anybody.
Oh, shouldn't. Yeah.
Whatever we discuss as friends, stay in that bottle. We may never, in fact, we will never be friends again. It will be hello, how are you, cordial, but we will never be friends again. Number 1. Number 2, I don't do confrontation.
Oh, that is
I
your
don't do
personality now. Okay.
don't do confrontation. I don't care what happened, how happened. Because I say to people, just because someone say to you, you are my friend, does not mean their actions say you are my friend. So as you are saying it, I'm reading your action. And if the pattern is not working together, I pull away quietly. I didn't write a letter to become your friend.
There's a lot of assumption there that might be wrong.
It's fine. I'm happy to lose the friend. It's not compulsory.
You might just
That was gift. See, when they gave birth, okay, and Lady Fumi, in the ward where your mom had you, what is the name of the baby in the same room?
What do you mean?
When your mom had you in the delivery ward,
Yeah.
what is the nurse name? The nurse that took your delivery, what is her name? The very first one that
How would
took
I
you.
know that?
Thank you. Nobody except God is important. You want to leave? You can go. It's not a problem.
No man is an island. Even if you say
I
that
know.
person packing, another person is coming. You
I
know
never sent anybody packing. They left. The new person is already here.
that. Okay.
See, I always say when I do friendship, I do it from the bottom of my heart, but I always leave allowance that you are human. Sometimes people didn't leave because of you. We all have issues. People have their own they are going through. And sometimes you want the friendship. And see, when I say to people all the time, even in relationship, when a man tell you, I love you, he meant it the day he said it. It's just that by the morning, something changed. You too, when they say, I love you, put allowance. Anything can happen. If I want,
True.
when people say, when I'm in, and the guy say, babe, I want a hug, I hug you when I want to. I will never say after all I've done for you because I did it for myself too. He said, do you understand? I know that some people love and give their future away. I don't know how to do it. My dad used to say, the Bible says, trust no man, including me, your father. So I'm not saying that anyone is perfect. I just say, I have friends who are married to dignitaries. When I see them with their husband, I walk like I don't know them before. They will be the one to say, Adasa, how are you? And I'm like, hello, mom. They're like, you're not serious. I'm serious. Because if they say you should judge and that should disappear today, you people can afford it. I don't want problem. So that's how I feel. So I'm not saying we are not honorable. Everybody has their own honor.
Definitely.
As human. Treat everyone right. But it's also honor for you to know where you stand and who you should honor.
Yeah.
So it's a two-way. Most time we always say, oh, the bigger person push the lower person down. Some lower people are not okay. Oh. Even them.
They give them
If they give them chance, they will put the one up down. So I'm not saying,
to come
yeah,
join them.
and a lot of people, I say it all the time. In the rule of friendship, if you are my friend, I evaluate you every year. If you had nothing to my life, by December, you are going with the Christmas. Let new people come.
Christmas package.
That is a tough pill to swallow.
I need to have people who are not really part of my life. I don't need crowd.
Okay.
Our truth.
Okay, we hear you. Thank you for that submission. I think somebody wanted to say something. Somebody wanted to say something when Adasa was speaking. I don't know who.
Who was it?
No? Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, so that's fine. Let's carry on.
Let's carry on with the puzzle now.
Does anyone want to try the puzzle?
It was
The
last
puzzle
week.
is-
Last week nobody got it, and I
Why did Jesus have
Why
to join
was
two
Jesus
fraternities?
allowed to join two fraternities in
Because
college?
one was for the lost and one was for the found. I lost the found.
You're joking. If only, you know, I would have given you the gift since, but nah.
Nah.
Nah, nah, that's
Well,
not
at least I'm getting people to think. You see, I'm trying. You see, I'm trying to be better at this, you
for
know.
that our class is very
There, that's it. I'm trying, you see. Instead of my usual thing, I'll be like, no,
Let
running
us
away. You
help
see,
you
I'm trying.
define your answer, even though it's wrong.
Exactly. At least I'm trying, you see. That's my new attitude for March.
Thank you, Adasa, once again. But
This is your puzzle, eh? Let me take you to the Lord in prayer.
please
Hey,
do.
you've
I'm
been
not
taking it to
giving
the Lord
up
in prayer all
answers
this time.
today.
What happened? No answer yet.
No, not today if you don't get it.
Hey.
Hey.
Why was Jesus allowed to join two fraternities in college? Ah,
Oh my goodness. No attempt. Anybody in the box? Okay, let's carry on. Thank you.
All
Mr.
right.
Leslie will help us.
Because Jesus was in college too.
Ah,
What is
because
that?
Jesus was in college too. With who?
Dinner for Christ.
Of course, he was in college. Why? That's why he joined. They allowed
The
him.
fraternity, exactly.
Okay, well, let's be thinking about it whilst we carry on with our discussion.
Okay, I think the next one is it Ernestine?
Ernestina.
Ernestine, I couldn't see the full name. Good evening, sis. Are you there?
Oh, she came into the box today.
Hi, sis. Ernestina. Good evening. Maybe she's working or something, not able to answer. Okay. We can move down. All I can see next one down is NW. That's all I can see. I can't see the full name.
Let's see. I think it's Wachuku Jude.
Okay, yeah. What you said.
Wachuku, good evening to you. How are you? Wachuku, I hope you're still there. Because of this time zone thing, I hope some people
Yeah,
are
some people might be working and
maybe they're
things
here
like
to
that.
give us
Yeah.
the chorus of
Okay, we can go down to
Agape Love.
Agape Love. Good evening or good morning, whatever time zone you're in.
Agape Love, good evening. How are you? Can you speak where you are?
I think our last few people are a bit engaged.
I think they are in spirit.
They're in spirits. No, they're working out the puzzle.
Mhm.
They're gonna come up with the answer.
Let me see if other people can come up as well.
Maybe they're doing a Google search. So why was Jesus allowed to join two fraternities in college? Think.
Hey, think. Put your thinking cap on. Ernestina, can you speak where you are?
No, it's nothing. And
What you
NW1 NW is the thing is going, the connection is coming up.
it's kind of fluctuating, so maybe that may be the reason. I'm not sure. And I
Yeah.
don't know they're there, but they're
Yeah.
moderated.
Okay. So our topic. Let's go back
Yes,
to
we're
the
talking
topic.
about dignity. I know. I mean, like I said, there's so many
You-
aspects to it, but if
oh, let me just come in before I forget. So
okay.
yeah, when you were talking earlier, I was saying that for me, yeah, when I see people let's say either shouting, screaming at somebody or trying to put someone down, honestly, it gets my goat. So maybe when someone said I'm a Samaritan, maybe I am. It really gets. I can't sit in an environment that is toxic like that. I have to say something. Like I get annoyed. This is the things that annoys me. Like when bus drivers drive off when old ladies are trying to get on a bus or somebody's got a disability trying to get in a bus. For them to just be patient, they will just start shutting doors. You know me, yeah, me. I'll go to the bus driver like, why did you do that for? What did you do that for? You know that one day you two you're gonna come old. Do you know that one day, yeah, that could be your mom, that could be your grandma. Why behave like that? 2 minutes for you to wait for the person. Why are you driving off? So I'm a sore person. If I see those kind of things,
Well,
I will challenge it.
woman of purpose. I saw this clip not too long ago of this very young man. He was seated where you have elderly sign or whatever. He was seated there, very young guy, and then this old person came onto the bus and was hoping that this young guy will stand up. And everybody was looking like, why can you not see this old person? Just get up and let them see. And then one person could not take it anymore. Had to tap him. Can you
Yeah.
get up for this old woman to sit down? Guess what? The guy had to hold. He had no limb.
Oh, assumption. But you know what? As you said that, yeah, this is another thing because it's like with me, I look young and I've got all my problems. Sometimes I'm telling you, when I sit in those chairs, I cannot move because my legs will go to sleep. And people, as much as I try, if someone comes in there and need it more than me, I will try and get up. But sometimes, honestly, I'm telling you, I am so knackered and tired. My legs are not moving. And I'll be like saying to the person, I'm really sorry, just give me a minute, yeah, I'll get up. Or sometimes I say to him, just hold on. When the bus stops at the next stop, I'll get up because I don't want me to fall down, you to fall down as we both try to sit as the bus is moving. You know, but people can make assumptions sometimes, like you said, you know, because you're looking at age, because it could be hidden thing you might not see. So, like you said, we shouldn't make an assumption. But this bus thing, I'm telling you, people do that. These bus drivers, I mean, I have a goat to pick with bus drivers doing that to old people and disabled people. It really gets my goat. And if I'm on that bus, yeah, that bus driver is gonna get a telling off. I hope he goes to bed thinking about his behavior and hopefully he will change because I think it's just so unfair. You're there to provide a public service. You waiting 1 minute or whatever, it's not gonna cause a big deal to anybody, you know. Or even sometimes the bus drivers telling kids to come off buses in the morning when they're going to school. You can see that as a child because they haven't got a bus pass. Like, come on. And then they'll be talking to them in front of everybody, making them look like, you know. And I'm like, there's no need for it.
Oh no.
Just overlook that. Yeah, you're in the power. Yeah, you're the bus driver. You have authority over that bus, but you don't need to exercise an hour. Be compassionate. Some bus drivers are nice. You can have a bus pass. They let you in. They say, okay. Like they don't, especially these older ladies. They'll be like, yeah, come on. They don't even want to see your bus pass. Just get on. Let's go. You know.
Are you talking about bus drivers that will see you running towards the bus? Immediately
That's
they
what I'm
get to
talking
the
about
bus,
now.
at the door, they close the door and move.
That's not fair.
It's not fair. And it makes you feel so embarrassed, you know. It makes you, and they want to embarrass the person. And I mean, if I see things like that,
Do you know how much adrenaline or what is it called that you've used in running towards the bus? This thing has happened to me a lot of times.
Oh my God, I know.
I mean, you could have fallen down running for that bus, and then the bus goes. Can you imagine? Huh?
One day I went somewhere, but I was walking. I wasn't going for the bus. So this bus stopped. Somebody came down, so it was about moving. Then I looked on my side. I saw someone. Excuse me. I saw someone trying to meet up with the bus. Immediately, I picked my pace. I ran towards the bus. I put
And
my
stopped it.
leg. No, I didn't just stop it because I know I've seen a lot of behavior with all these bus drivers. I know some of them are mad. Sorry to say, but I know. When I put one leg in, just like I was going to behaving like I was looking
Get
for
on.
my oyster. When that guy got to the I stepped in, I stepped back, I said bye. He looked at me, the driver looked at me,
I
the guy
know.
just said thank you. The driver looked at me, I know in his mind, he's thinking in his mind that this stupid guy. But I was like, maybe if this guy wait 5 more minutes, he would be late for wherever he's going to.
Mm.
And sometimes
God bless you for that. That's something I would do. So yeah.
Sometimes
as
they
simple,
see you.
as simple as this thing we're talking about, it can make you lose dignity. Like imagine you're suited up or you're in heels, you run, and the moment you get there, they just go away. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is so embarrassing.
I promised myself that no matter how late I am to wherever I'm going to, once I see that bus is by the bus stop and I'm not 1 minute or 2 steps towards the bus, I won't bother myself anymore. You cannot be embarrassing me every day. No, it's
You
it's
see
not possible.
I
the
know.
It's not
embarrassment.
possible.
Exactly. And also your dignity. It's not worth it, is it?
No,
You see.
it's not. Because sometimes the bus, if you check the timer, the timer will tell you 2 minutes. But before you know it, the bus that they said is 2 minutes and you are strolling, it's already by your side. You are like, no. Some of them are not nice. And you are,
They're
like you
not.
said, they are in place of power and they are using that. I don't see, and that's how we say some of them have never been in a place of power before. That's their only opportunity in life to be in place of
But you
power.
see,
So they
hold on.
misuse
So
it.
if that's the deal, imagine me, I'm a nurse, and you come to my place of power, and I say, well, I'm not going to treat you or delay your this thing. You know, like just do what needs to be right. treat everybody the way you want to be treated, with kindness.
Somebody treated me with what is it called now? I remembered when I was pregnant with my first son, and I didn't know. I thought it was malaria or whatever. I was still back in Nigeria then, and then eventually I got admitted to hospital because they thought I was going to lose the pregnancy because I was bleeding and all of that. And I mean, I just newly got married. I had lingeries, I had new clothes and everything, which I took with me to the hospital. And then this nurse came, in Africa, and all of these things happen. And then this nurse came and said, sorry, my dear, I'm selling lingerie, I'm selling nightwear, I'm selling. I said, no, don't worry, I'm okay. Like, I could barely even talk. I said, I'm fine, that I have mine. I didn't realize she was not coming to give me evening injection.
Hey! Punishment.
I was in the hospital for like maybe a week or two, and I've been collecting the injection per se, and I did not feel it.
You did not feel it.
I did not know when this man came with the injection in the night. I said, I'm in trouble. And then she came the way she hit my bum. I still remember. Do you know I cried like a baby because I refused to buy lingerie from this person.
You see?
She made me lose my dignity as a woman.
That's what I'm saying. Some people are like that. As you're talking, I remember there was this so this is a woman. My mom and I used to go on the same bus to go to work. This woman used to come on the bus. She used to act really funny. And my mom is an oldie woman. She's supposed to get up from that chair that you said for her to sit down, but she never did. So we used to go and sit at the back. So this woman used to always, I don't know, like she used to travel at the same time we used to travel. And we used to see her and she would be looking at us, doing funny business. We just ignored her. Then one day we turned up at a family gathering. Hey, we were sitting there when she came in. And you know when you come, you have to greet everybody. Yeah. You should see this woman. She wished the ground would just open up for her to just disappear. And unfortunately for her, my mom was the elder, so everybody was, oh, you know how they are. Oh, that's our mom. This is the. She couldn't. I'm telling you, she was so uncomfortable. She was so uncomfortable. And I'm like, this is the reasons why I've learned these things that, you know what, no matter where you meet somebody, always give them that due respect and this thing. Because you never know where or when. Somebody who today you meet, you think, this person, I'm above them. Next time you might end up meeting them.
Not even for today or this season. Yes. You don't know tomorrow.
You don't know. You might meet them somewhere where that you've realized, oh, okay, so this person actually has some influence, and I'm gonna actually need this person to help me do something. And then how are you going to feel? Why? That's what I was writing in the comment that sometimes when we show people disrespect and stuff.
Honestly, woman of purpose, in fairness, you and I know that people look at maybe your status before they know the kind of respect they towards you.
Yeah.
I've always had issues with that thing. I always had issues. I remember one time me and my husband were talking and he said, look at, when you go to this place, they will size you, the car you brought in, the clothes you're wearing, your bag. I said, what's my business with that? Honestly, like, that's their problem. That's not my problem. So because I don't have certain car and I've been invited, I'll go and steal to buy that car to
to show up.
I mean, it's just silly as far as I'm concerned. You know?
Oh, listen.
Dina, are you still there? Oh my goodness.
Someone's come up.
That thing is not just outside though. It happens even in the church.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Don't bring that topic up. We'll be here till next week.
I'm not bringing it up. I just
it's just sad. It's really sad that no.
It happens everywhere. That's why even though we feel like it's something we should not talk about, we have to talk about it because
the church own is even worse than any other ones. The church own.
Don't get me started.
That's why I said let's not start that one. We'll be here till next week. So let's
not start.
Some people say in church there's fake humility. I honestly believe so. Because I'm not carrying Gucci bag, you feel I'm low.
No, it's not because you are not carrying Gucci bag. It's because you are not carrying anointing.
Yeah.
I forget.
Because you're not reverend. You're not pastor. You're not pastor's wife. You're
God
not
bless you, woman of purpose. God bless you, woman of purpose. It's because your speaking in tongues is not unique.
It's not posh.
It will be posh, right?
Posh. No, that's not right. No matter what, no, it's not right. Fingers are not equal. No
It's
matter
not equal.
what you think you've been gifted. Hey, don't let me say what I'm about to say. You never can tell. You don't know my tomorrow. You do not know my
Exactly.
tomorrow. So I will not put myself under that pressure that I'm clamoring for you to dignify me just because. So I'll go and have sleepless nights and be buying things I cannot afford just to be
But
dignified by.
people are living that life just for them to get the respect.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Good luck to them. I hope
Is
they can
really
maintain
sad.
it.
That is really sad if people are living life like that. So let's hear from Adam. Maybe Adam has something to say about dignity.
Yes, please. Can we keep tapping? Because tonight we don't go home until it's 50.
Hey, look at my people. Yeah, start tapping, 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 tap, 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 tap.
So let's keep tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Tap dancing.
Adam,
Hello, Adam. Good evening. Are you there? Is there something wrong with the connections tonight or something?
no. But I'm hearing you lots though. My regular
Yeah.
good.
Ernestina is not responding, and Adam, good evening.
Maybe a call came through for Adam.
Yeah, no, I mean literally this topic, I mean, in society is just everywhere. Like one thing I know about, like someone was talking about when people are in different roles. Like for example, the way I respect people and I give respect to everyone, I find it that it helps me. So, for example, like with my managers and stuff, I have managers in the past that people don't like. Everyone's always like, how do you manage to talk to this? But why are you and this person close and this thing? Because I'm like, yes, they're a manager, but at the same time, they're human beings.
Oh, of course.
So I feel like, if I have any issue and the person who I am, I want, regardless what your role is, I want you to get to know who I am. I'm coming my authentic self. So I'm friendly to everybody. Just because you're my manager does not mean that I can't be friendly with you. I can't ask you how you are. I can't this thing. I would come and talk to you. I remember this one manager I had. Everybody used to complain about this guy. But he would come in my room and complain about the stuff. He'd be like,
Can you imagine?
he'd be like,
to get along
I'm
with
telling
you.
you, he'll be like, why are they behaving like that? I'm like, but maybe they're scared of you. Maybe you should try and be a bit, He's like, but yeah, but you're like that with me. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not like everybody. I'm different. Like, I just, regardless what your role is, you could be the queen or the king. I meet you. I'm still gonna give you the respect. I'll give the same to everybody. I'm not gonna necessarily be lying on the floor or giving red carpet treatment, but I'm going to generally be myself. I'm not gonna fake it. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And that for me, it always opens door. And that's what I was saying in the chat before, that sometimes when you put people on pedestal and stuff, we think that people don't notice. They do. When you're giving that fake honor and fake this thing, they can tell that you're just trying to get something, and that's why you're behaving like that. But when it's genuine, people actually respect it and they value it
as well.
Yes, and they reciprocate, and it opens doors that sometimes other people don't get access to because they can see through it. That you're just being nice to me because of the favor you think you're going to get, rather than you don't ask me for anything. You treat me as everybody. Because I mean, I'm just thinking, just if someone's rich and everybody just only gives them respect because of the money they have or the influence they have. You think these people don't know that?
Yeah.
They know.
They don't know. Even those people know. Oh,
They know.
They know. They know. Because you'll be thinking, oh, this person respect that person. No, they will tell you. They know. They know. You can't fool them.
You can't fool them. So, are we going to try this puzzle again? Yeah, go back to puzzle.
Maybe we'll call it a night. At least we've talked about it. We've expanded it. We've shared our experiences, and all sorts happening in the society, especially society, because we form that society, mind you.
We are, yes.
How are we dignifying ourselves in the society and people of the society as well? So
that's true.
Balls down.
I want to make one point. I want to
Go on.
I heard some things, and in terms of respect and honor and all that stuff, and I think it's true. But one of the things that I think we need to remember, and I guess it's what made the Western world why it is the way it is. Although the Western world begin to lose their values, but intrinsically, what made the Western world become what it is because of the Christian heritage, and that was that we recognize that we are made in God's image. It was one of the first, especially in America, where it's written We're not going to go into all the details, but that we are made in God's image, and for that dignity and respect of man is because these things have been given to us by God. And once we understand that, then that's why we can see that it's not as much as before, but you can see the CEO of a company can serve the janitor and vice versa because of that mutual respect and understanding. And that's why I feel that, especially in our part of the world, and I'm not saying the West is perfect, there are their own issues, but the reason why it has been the way it is, they are missing all those things now, those values are going, is because we don't have that understanding that we are made in God's image. And on that very basis, is why God gave us Jesus. And so what I'm just saying in respect is that once we understand these things about the human being, we don't, then all that, whether that CEO or this, doesn't come into the equation. Yes, respect them for what they do and all that stuff. But ultimately, they are human beings made in God's image.
Amen.
We are all made in God's image. And for the fact that we are made in the image of our Creator, there should be a respect and regard for that. Now, how you go about that situation, praise God, you could be higher or lower. But really, ultimately, if we have that, and I said again, it starts from the home. This is why I am very against the situation where just because you husband or wife is making more money, that does not give you the incentive to be disrespectful in your home. Because even that shows a value of you as a person. And making lots of money does not make you a leader. It doesn't make a leader. We have, like I said, we can see the one in America, which is all his money is got a disrespectful behavior. And that's it, yeah.
Yes.
So I've come to I realized that, look, we're not going to be more than Jesus.
No.
You do know why they had to betray Jesus? Why they had to say Jesus had to kiss him? Because ultimately, I really believe that they could not tell who Jesus was from his disciples.
Yes.
He had to be identified by a kiss. Because he was so humble. It was that humble that they had to like, okay, is it Peter? Is it this one? But they had to, that's what Jesus had to say, the one I kiss, that's the one that's Jesus.
Yeah.
That's to tell you how much how humble Jesus was. And God loved that quality. Look at Moses. He said that Moses was the most humble man. God loves that quality of humility. And yet the people who want to be acting proud cannot even create one grass. They cannot make life or death. The creator of life and death says humility is a quality I value. So why do we have this differential? I want to be, yeah, I get it. But ultimately, if that respect is there on a baseline level, I tell you, a lot of the things that we're dealing with will not be showing up. And that's why we have all these nonsense class systems, all the division that later on we find out that it's rubbish. Go to war, then you not value that there's no class anymore. Go and be sick. Go to hospital.
Yes.
You will find that you will see the person with Porsche Cayenne and the one with Ford Fiesta. They're in the same hospital. The sickness does not discriminate. Come on, we need to stop all this behavior. It's not realistic.
God is no respecter of persons.
God is no respecter of anybody.
No, exactly.
So if our Creator has that, if our Creator can see us for who we really are, why are we bringing all these extras? Because it just makes us feel one kind of way. Rubbish.
Inferior. That's
And it starts at the home. It starts at the home. All this nonsense starts at the home.
Mr. Leslie, this table you just brought, you should have said we should go to the grave. The hospital they can still segregate private room and regular room.
I know.
But in the grave, there is no private room.
So let them
You
be.
still go the same way.
Debbie, have you not heard of those who bury their dead persons?
The grave is the private room now.
They do, but at the end of the day, we then still go through the process with the poor.
Yeah. We can have those levels, but one of the I don't know if you heard there was a case where one of these senators, they were coming to England and they went to go and get somebody to use the boy's kidney to help the daughter and all those kind of things.
That one,
and that whole plot, all of a sudden they remember the boy was needed. He was not needed. All of a sudden, they didn't,
The
they
boy
didn't
has
care about where he
matched
came
him.
from. You know.
Ah.
So
You know what
I
happened?
feel.
In that, see, look at, that boy, God used that man to bless that boy. Because that boy has been in abject poverty. He now accept to go and, for him to be used to cure the senator's baby child. And immediately he got to UK. He said, why should I go back? Why should I go with one kidney and they are living happily? He reported himself. So sometimes that senator deserves to be in that prison it is now. Because he's a wicked man. He's a very wicked. It's from my constituency, man. So
Mr. Miller for
our
Christ,
people,
may we not be poor.
yes,
May we not be poor.
I
May
tell
we
you, we
not be
can
poor.
never be poor.
May poverty
Even
not be our neighbor and our family.
Amen.
The only thing
Amen,
that could put
Amen,
anybody
Amen.
in that kind of situation is poverty.
I'm telling you,
It's poverty.
see,
We
poverty is
can't
worse
blame the
than
senator.
is
We
worse
can't blame
than
the senator.
HIV.
We can't blame the
Yeah.
senator for looking for solution for his child. We can't blame him. If he can afford
No, we
to do it. The only problem is the boy that was in that situation.
How
It's
the
poverty
went
that
that put
that
him in that situation.
the boy, see, I think someone told that boy not to accept it, that they should just go and expose them. That see you, he never know this is what they brought him to do. This is what they want to do in his body or whatever. That was why that thing happened.
I guess our actions may make us lose our dignity as well.
It's not our action, our condition.
Our actions, because
Your
I
condition, your
I want
conditions
to,
do this.
you
You make
know
the
what?
choice. You make the choice.
Exactly,
The
because the
choice
reason
will
why I
come
say
from
that,
you.
You made the choice,
wait,
yeah.
as you're
Even
talking
the
about
purpose,
this,
even
is
the
that
purpose.
man? Listen, please,
Sometimes
guys.
it's not because you made the choice, oh.
Listen,
If you
you
go,
know why I'm saying that? Look,
listen.
some people willingly give their organ, especially the poor
Yeah.
organs. Some people willingly give. Are you telling me that all of his family, in all of his lineage, the wife, all of them, they could not find anyone that could donate? Have they been good to the family as
Okay.
well? So there's a whole lot
Maybe
of things that we can ask, questions that we can ask.
they didn't find the
FunmiRoyal,
match in the family.
Yes.
No.
it's not the
You're
match.
more
There
likely
is
Mr.
no how
Miller
they
for
you're more
can.
Christ.
likely to
There
find a
is,
match within your
eh?
family than
Mr. Miller
outside.
for Christ.
There is,
Was the boy forced?
yes.
Was it kidnapped?
Listen now, the boy was not forced to do that. See,
As long as it's not
to
forced, I
me,
beg.
to me, I'm not saying that what the boy did was good though, but to me, I see that thing that happened as the way God wants to, help that boy or help the family, to my own understanding. Because there is no hand, like someone you're asking, was there no one in their family that can help that child? There will be someone. There must be someone there who is willing to come out and say, let me donate for him, or let me give my kidney. It means
People
that
do these
everyone
things
is
with
feeling like,
fear. We know that people do these things.
it's the fear then, and everyone is feeling that, after all, maybe if I donate now, I will not have one kidney, and everyone will be enjoying. I will be limited to one food only. So everyone is like, instead of me to go and limit myself in those kind of food I used to eat, or like that, I will not do. Let the girl go, or let the child go and rest, or whatever. Whoever can come outside to come and help, let him come. And the boy, it was an opportunity to him. Maybe God has answered. God answers prayers in different ways.
Are his parents aware of the condition of the
Of
issue?
course,
That's why,
yes,
see, that's why I said, may poverty not dwell with us.
Amen.
Because you see, there are some situations. It's not because you don't have a choice or you don't want a choice.
Yeah.
But the only
poverty is
choice, the only way out is for you to sell your kidney.
Or the
But
only
it's
poverty
way
is a
out
but it
is
cost.
to
ultimately
lose
comes down
It's
to
a
a choice.
cost.
There's
your
some people that
dignity.
don't sell the kidney, so therefore it's a
But they
choice
are
that you
suffering.
choose. Well, that's it. You weigh, isn't it? You
Women
weigh
of
it.
God,
Such
Woman
is
of purpose.
life, I guess.
Such is life, exactly. No, we. I'm not saying poverty, the poverty and stuff in the family is not contributing factor. The same way that they had money and they were able to use their money to then find somebody. So it's two things that's pushing these things. If there was no money and there was no poverty, maybe they won't make the choice that they both parties made. But at the same time, it was a choice which they had to consider.
Yeah.
Bottom line, that's just the way I see it.
Poverty is too bad.
God
Do you know
help
that poverty will make you're sleeping, you're dreaming like
Yes.
the enemy is
Poverty can
attacking
strip
you,
someone
not
of
knowing
their
that it's not
dignity.
even. I tell you, poverty will make you will not. You're saying important thing that the community or people around you to listen. Then because you have no money,
They don't listen.
nobody will listen to you.
Who will
Then,
listen
as
to a
a
poor
rich,
man?
nobody will listen to you. As a rich man, you say,
It
listen
boils
now.
down
As
to
a rich man,
quiet.
listen. As a rich man, you are just saying, everyone is clapping their
Talking nonsense,
their hands.
exactly. Talking nonsense, and everyone's
Everyone is
clapping.
clapping their hands. Everyone is clapping.
Nobody will listen.
See, look at the IBB.
He's right.
Look
He's
at the
right, though.
IBB.
Maybe
Look
the
at
Bible said there was a
IBB.
certain poor man that advised the nation.
Yes.
They took his advice. He got them out of captivity, but they still forgot him.
Yeah, of course.
May we
Poverty
never
is
be
a
poor.
cause. It's
Ọlọ́run bá-
worse than HIV. It's worse than HIV. I'm telling you. Look at IBB's new book. A man that is supposed to be in prison now to give account, explain exactly why he cancelled June 12 election, and everyone is clapping for him. Everyone is clapping for him after wasting so many souls. Everyone is there doing ha 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 ha. It's too bad now. But let a poor man do that. Let a poor man do that. Life imprisonment.
May we not be poor. See, even you know Lazarus in the Bible. You know the story of Lazarus and the rich man. You know, after they both died, they went to heaven. Lazarus was dressed in glory and everything. But even at that, the rich man in his anguish, he's still sending Lazarus message that they should tell Lazarus to go back to the earth and go and tell
his brother, his family,
He's still sending
to
him
live
message
righteously.
in debt.
Yes.
No, I will never be poor in my life.
I'll never be poor.
Saying that we have some rich folks who are very humble as well.
Yes,
Of
we
course.
do.
And then you have some poor people who are very mean and
Arrogant.
So this life, as my people say, no balance.
No balance.
Lady Fumi, you really don't know a poor man.
Hey.
If somebody is poor and you think you know them, let them have money, it will shock you.
You will know how fast.
That's the saying.
You will know
You don't know
how
a
far.
poor man.
They say give a man power and money, then you know his true color.
Exactly.
I remember.
Because most people will abuse
Let me
power.
say something again, and let me say so. Let me remind you of one
Rounding
thing.
up now, so it's okay.
Around 2000 and my first travel, that was 2008. 2008. So all my dream was that I would travel and come back, build hotels everywhere. I will be building hotels everywhere. Till today, I've never built one room. I've not built even one room. You understand? So sometimes it's good to think good, think big, but sometimes many people will try. We try as much as possible to work hard, but it's not coming for. Not that we decide not to be rich or whatever, but there are some people who will work so much hard, work and work and work. Nothing is coming. Not that they are not hardworking.
To everything, there's a season, my
Thank
brother.
you.
There is a season, yeah. But why am I saying this? Every time I will sit down and look at myself and say, look at me that was used to say, I will build a hotel. I will build everywhere. Up till now, even one foundation I never do. Waiting be the cause.
Now,
Yes.
who knows in the
It
near
might not be because you are not hardworking. It might be because maybe you have not gotten the right strategy. You might be
It is
hardworking,
well.
but you are not using the right strategy. So you need to ask God for strategy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for this.
Again, I'm telling
Thank you
you with
for
all
this.
due respect, you and I know, especially we the believers, in the Bible, it also says that the poor will always be in the land.
Mm.
That thing, everybody runs away from that passage. Nobody wants to associate with
Nobody
it.
wants to,
They say, may that not be my portion, may that
you
not be
know.
your portion.
It's like leprosy. Nobody wants to associate themselves with it.
But then the word of God. So who are those people? They were not named, just a some. Poor will always be in the land. But God help us. So be
Yes.
hardworking, keep at it, don't compromise. Like she said, maybe you might have to pray to God to give you that strategy. Because when God gives you that strategy, you will never fail. That's one thing I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, the Bible says there's a way that seems right to a man, but the end
But
thereof is destruction.
yeah, it
So
might not be what God wants you to
certain
do.
things, I'm telling you, in
Yeah.
the household, the work you're doing, a lot of things you need to hear from God. I'm telling you, because otherwise you'll be putting effort, and it's like you're not seeing the returns. Not knowing that it's just this one thing God has been dangling to you, or you're not just interested. Who knows?
Yes. Pray about it.
Yeah, and get clarification.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you for sharing.
Are we rounding off because we got
I don't know how much of the talk how much, or if you just want to say hello, but or maybe I should just throw the question out again. Should dignity be a measured value that we assign to ourselves and others? Should it be? That is our question today after the talk. Or we
okay.
can pause the pause, maybe you will answer for us. Hey King, how are you? Long time no see.
Are you talking today, Erkin? Are you going to join us? Are you going to unmute to that tonight?
You're on air. No, please. Oh, hi, how are you? Okay, you
No,
don't want to
please.
say anything.
Okay.
Okay, you're good. Thanks
Okay.
for joining.
All right. I think that's it. Then we can round off. And don't forget that we're not here Thursday.
We're not here on Thursday because my church will have our annual convention. It's a 4-day long and starting on Thursday. I can't miss it. The inexhaustible God. If you're somewhere in Dagenham, please join us. 7 p.m. Thursday, Friday. I'll have morning and evening session. On Saturday, Reverend George Adeboye is going to be there. The Walking Bible, they call him. And also we have Reverend Celia. She's going to be there as well. And we have Pastor Ezeachi. This time God, another one, no deal. He's coming live. So you guys, please pick any of the days or all of the days to be part. And you can also, I think it's going to be online as well. So you can go on YouTube channel and look for Harmony Christian Center. It's going to be a powerful one this year. This year's convention, the inexhaustible God. That's this we're
Amen.
talking about. God can never run out of blessings. You and I know
Amen.
that. So you best claim yours, claim it. So come to the convention and hear the strategies we're talking about. Miller for Christ. Please join on the YouTube channel, Harmony Christian Center. Please look for that.
Are you going to post the information?
I'll post I'll put
Online.
the flyer on my page so you can see
Yeah.
as well. So the Lord bless everyone. Thank you for all your contributions, even though we didn't get to 50K likes. Can we push
You
it to
know?
30? Let's push it to
Come
30.
on, 30. Come on, 30. Come on.
29
Come
points.
on.
Come on, people. I trust you. Come on.
Let's do it.
We can do
What did
it.
I do?
Let's tap. Don't tap yourself up.
Debbie, you haven't been tapping, you know. I know it's you.
It's just that I went to.
There's the way people see who's been tapping. Or maybe I should look for
Don't
that.
worry, me, I know who doesn't tap and who
I
taps.
know who
Don't
is
worry.
tapping.
See who's tapping. See who's
Yeah, I was doing.
tapping.
I went to clear off at a point. So
Okay, people, 29.7. Come on,
Let's keep going.
what's the goal?
Woo, come on.
What's the goal?
It was supposed to be 50, but we're gonna leave at 30.
We can do it. 0.9.
We can do
And
it.
ladies,
We
you are
can do
not
it.
wearing helmet, so I hope my hand is not hitting your head.
No. Your head is still there. Don't worry. Yay! Thanks. I just love you people. God bless you. See, King is laughing. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. You know that. I love you so much. Taking time week in, week out, God bless you. And I was sharing with Debbie, I said, with Woman of Purpose, rather, I said next month, April, Insights will be 1 year old. Yay!
We're gonna have to have a party, celebration one.
Oh, wow.
Where you're gonna have to be singing. You have to be singing for us.
We'll do half. Hey, you want to come and do jamboree that day? Maybe I don't know.
We'll do worship. Thanksgiving. Maybe it's Thanksgiving service.
Everybody will come and pray and sing and thank God.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's going to be
the plan.
the first week in April because it was the first Monday. But this time around, it falls on a Thursday. So that Thursday, I think, we'll come and just thank God. We'll still have our topic because we don't want people to miss out. Which date's in April? Okay, let me quickly open my calendar and see. You're asking for Expo. So it's going to be, let me see. Where is it?
Leslie's asking for the answer for the puzzle. Leslie, what's the answer to the puzzle?
Next week, No. So let's look for the first Thursday in April. This one is just rolling here. I want to open my calendar.
The answer to the puzzle is because Jesus was mixed race, so he went to two paternity. No, I'm just messing
up. Don't finish it, please. Don't finish that statement. Help me now. This is
The answer was so that the answer was so that he can reach different kind of people. Diverse
people. For me, Debbie. You say what? Okay, so we're looking at April the 3rd.
Oh, April the 3rd. Okay.
Is that the 1 year anniversary? Yeah.
1 year anniversary. Yay!
Wow. That's really good.
A day of fun. We'll talk, we'll laugh, we'll gist, we'll worship, we'll pray, we'll do all of that.
No puzzle that day.
I'll bring puzzle. We'll do puzzle in April and laugh. I have one tongue twister on Monday. You people. Don't worry, we'll be doing tongue twister so that we can laugh some more.
But one answer to this puzzle now. This puzzle has become really head. Everybody is scratching head on this one.
The puzzle is meant for us to be calming down when the topic is too heated up. But these days, like, the puzzle is even hitting us up.
He was in the men and women's group.
Can you imagine? That was not the intention for this puzzle, no, but God will help us. It's all good. Thank you all so much. For the we took it to 32.1k likes. Thank you.
We're still going up as you're talking. So you never know. You might get to see
32.2. Thank you so much. So that's it. The 3rd of April 2025. Insight will be 1, and we will come back here by the grace of God.
Are you not gonna give us the answer to this puzzle?
No. And
wow.
Today is Monday, so come back next Monday if you want to get the puzzle. Like, by the time I say,
this is not Christian like.
I'm holding my dignity, regardless of what.
Hey, she's holding her dignity.
Regardless of what you say, that Debbie. Okay, so no Thursday broadcast or live TikTok this Thursday. By the grace of God, we'll be doing what God has called us to do to get blessed, so that I can receive more anointing to come back here. This topic. It gets us to be. I say, God, you have to give me the grace. So I need to go and tap more anointing.
Amen.
So I'll see you guys on Monday next week by the grace of God. That'll be the 10th of March by the grace of God. You guys take care of yourself. I love you so much. Thank you so much for all your support. I really, really appreciate everyone. Even when I leave now, I always take time to home and say, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Woman of Purpose, God bless you. Leslie, God bless you. Mila for Christ, God bless you. King, thank you. God bless you for joining still. Elder Debbie, God bless you. Wisdom nuggets always. Ernestina, I don't know whether you're even there or the box is just hanging you there. I don't know, but thank you for being there. A13. Obrigado, 813. I don't know what to say.
Obrigado.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's 34.3. Do you want to take it 35?
Wow, well, that's what I'm working for. You don't know me. I always give you extra.
Thank you
Come on.
so much. So the puzzle, go and do your assignment. I need somebody to win next week, please. Why now? Please, unfailingly, somebody. Wait, get in there.
I only remember the puzzle when I'm here. I forget the puzzle when I'm away. That's the problem.
You see? You now come and pressurize me. Unbelievable. You guys are too much.
Well done, guys.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely night rest. Enjoy the rest of the week. Work hard, but find time to look after yourself. Self-care is important as well. Take good care till I come your way next Monday by the grace of God. Have a lovely time.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for the likes. Thank you, King. See, you people are tempting me to stay behind. 35.4. Woo, nice. 35.5 and I'm out.
Look at you. Now you want to go to 35.5. You're not gonna go offline.
Okay, yay! Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Much love.